biscuit?
No,
I have started recording and I need no thinking biscuit. So we've just had a bit of a run past what happened last time. No one's looking at you, Archie. No one's looking at you. I'll turn your camera off.
Does that one work? I knocked it.
What, just?
Sorry.
It's on a bit of an angle.
Yeah, it is working. I'm in it. I mean, I'll
You know how you said
I'm
you
going to
would...
reach right towards Tom now.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
haven't decided a number.
I'm now going to scream. I'll have to pass.
Well, that's okay. I'm just going to write on a piece of paper and hand it round. That's what I'm going to do.
Maybe for Archie. He's the best at getting them in.
Yeah.
Just
I don't even know
hold
sometimes.
battle in front of the camera. Oh, actually, you can see it, can't you?
I don't have a top-down one anymore.
Oh, right.
We use this one for stuff. But yeah, the feedback from Tom was, I can't see what's going on from that top-down. That exact impression of him. I can't see what's going on in that top-down camera. What's all this about?
It's shit.
Oh wait, he's from South Wales, so hey, can't see what's going on down there.
So true.
Yeah, what was I saying?
Numbers?
Numbers. I'm going to pass around some numbers, but we've just done a bit of a recap. But Tom, you can watch the last episode, so you know exactly what happened.
You already asked probably.
Yeah. But yeah. So we'll start formally in a second, but please carry on with whatever you want before I go and start.
So
Bang into the Tower of
we
Dariss.
also learned that Fate was trying to get a majority of the gods.
He
And-
only needs one more,
So
doesn't
he got
One?
Peridot.
Yeah.
We don't know where Imogen is. She's been losing power, and Darius couldn't find her tower on the map, as if something's
Yeah,
changed.
okay.
We think
So,
that Eli's likely
Tom, he
to
doesn't. He listens to these, does he? Does he
Allegedly,
watch them?
he watches and he tries to catch this number as we say
yeah.
it.
So what he's trying to do
Did you actually
is.
put that in front?
There you go.
Just put it in front of the fucking camera.
Well,
He's assuming that Tom just listens to it and doesn't look at the video.
Well, now he's going to rewind the video.
We're going to need to do a new number.
Right,
Or
we're going to deny Dave the
edit
number.
the YouTube video.
That could have worked.
Stop
Stop
and
treat that.
Stop and start. You've already insulted half of Wales.
Yeah, but not the best bit.
It can't be any worse than me insulting the West Indies in my Cyberpunk game.
Yes, with an accent that I'm not allowed to do because of the accent watchdog over here.
Hello.
Anyway, carry on with your plot-related stuff.
Yeah, so Imogen's disappeared. Peridot's just bent the knee in order to save us, although I don't agree with that. And then Eli is likely to go over to him because, let's be honest, we just destroy nature all the time. I think Eli is probably a strong ally for him, even though we like her. Humans are just awful. Well, people are just awful. We don't know about Sardonyx. Dara said he could go either way. Gar seems pretty strongly against, which is nice. At least we've got one.
Don't really know.
I don't think there's any uncertainty.
We've been to Gar a few times, and he's been like, "You guys are great."
You've been to Gar a few times.
You should
More
not
than a
stay.
few. That's alright, we can just kill them all ourselves.
No, I promise, Darius, when I send you liar.
Wait, are we going to have to off gods to offset this?
No,
Maybe.
We
They
are
side.
we
gotta
said to
start with
Darius
yours.
we would not do
the
that.
closest.
Alright.
He's pretty fastidiously against.
I'm not against choking out a lie. I'll do it.
It's funny because Imogen's not against you choking out her.
Watch, you'll sit in the corner and watch.
If anyone's going to do
Gonna
any
crack
choking,
him, Imogen.
If anyone's going to sit in the corner and watch, it's going to be Gar.
Keep going.
Don't
Stop.
Stop whispering, Gar. You're putting me off.
if anyone's going to do any choking out,
I was
it'll
going
be
to
me.
say it will be you.
Alright.
So,
Silence.
I have
That's
history.
Note,
Yeah.
with a quick whip round the table, we all know who we are, but for the benefit of any strangers that might watch, Harriet.
Hello, I am the Harbinger. I am a human paladin at level 17. I am Divine Oath, and I worship Dariss, the god of... Praise Dariss.
I am Dramos, a level 16 sorcerer, tiefling. Only got 1.5 horns because one got melted in a dragon-related incident. And has a big white scar on his purple chest. Always wears a big open coat. Never wears shirts unless it gets really cold.
Due to dragon incident.
No, that was a avatar.
Was
Was the avatar. Yeah, that was an avatar.
Oh.
Just stabbed and killed Dramos outright because
Because fuck
sorcerer.
Remember, I picked you up.
Shadow sorcerer. That's the other important bit of information.
I'm playing Garsop, the combined level of 17 barbarian and druid. Been broken down and put back together more times than I've been us.
You are a Lego set at this point. You
That's
we
been,
know
that's
how
been
to put
chewed
that
on
together.
and spat out about 1,000
I
times.
think I think you were dust at one point.
I was
He
actual dust at one point, yeah.
I Dysoned him up and
Ravaran.
he lost a foot.
I was actual
It's
dust.
height, not an act.
Yeah.
Hello, children. Hello. My name's Arthur, and I'm playing Malamir. He's a wizard and a cleric, level 13, and also the idol of Gar.
This is your camera over here if you're interested.
And you love him, you hate
Subscribe
him,
to his own.
scared of him, subscribe to my OnlyFans.
I am playing Reinhold Brer, a level 13 cleric 1 wizard. The glory killer of Ankelos, I think I'm going to call myself.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't do most of the work, but was, panic shooting. Yeah, and a little nobleman that's desperately trying
you
to
saved 3 of us.
desperately trying to gaffer tape everyone back together. I think that's my role.
Corim, level 17, elven cleric, the official high priest of Dariss, not someone masquerading as such. Picked up pretty much everyone in this group at some point or another, and healer extraordinaire. Very tired at the moment though.
Yeah.
Very tired.
Spent. Needs coffee.
So, just for reference, character level.
17.
16.
17.
13.
14.
17.
All right, good.
I'm on the
Rasmus 15.
I'm on the verge of 15.
And
I'm this
16.
close.
He's just got up to
16
16.
recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rasmus is 16.
Like 1,800 points or something like that. It's
20,000
maybe less.
more to go.
1,400 points.
more to go.
I don't want to look at how much we need.
I think it's 40,000.
I just need to kill some neighbours' cats and stuff like that and get 1,000 XP.
It's so
with
much
it.
that I
Need a
need to use a bloody
montage.
calculator.
How much?
50,000
you
XP
need?
montage.
Yeah, great.
33,000
You need 33.
to go
Just
to 18.
give me,
Jesus Christ.
give me a load of
I
rats,
need.
a couple of
I
crabs.
must be close to 40 then.
And I need 36,000.
Oh
Just
yeah,
start
so I
whaling
need
it.
about 40 then.
Can I find the pet shop in town? I need to do a thing.
We're not in town then.
When we go into town, I need to find the pet shop and
forest.
close the door.
We're close to we're close to a forest.
And go to
Come on.
Camp Spirit Guardians in the pet shop.
Be like 1 XP each.
The floor of the tower violently lurches to the side. Grab what you can! It's Malmir and Dramus are the last people there.
Shit, I thought it was all about my tower then. Oh god, not again!
The last rush across the room. The bookshelves are all burning, flames licking around. You grab what you can out of there. Disappear. Just as the floor starts to shift violently from you, you feel the acceleration, even though you're in the same room. Back in the tower. Rest of the party already here. Blood pouring from them.
Is everyone here? Oh god.
Is everyone here?
Yeah.
7 of us.
Everybody is here. Looking over to where Harbinger stands just a short distance away from Rasfin. The ground at her feet, where the stone flagstones are, shatters, splintering all around her.
Quick, defensive positions don't. We're not out of this yet. He could probably come here.
Like things hit.
As if those spears slammed into the ground where you are right now.
Do I sense him?
No.
Is Dariss in the room?
Dariss is there by the window, looking round.
My lord, my lord, we Peridot has bent the knee.
Us have other avatars before him, not fear.
He did it to let us live, but we.
I'm casting mass healing word.
He may send something here. Be prepared.
If he comes, let him come. You hear me? Come!
Yeah, we need actually. Who's injured? Looking around.
12 points of healing for everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That has.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, I'm
That
gonna
has
smack
done
one as well.
5
good
times the amount of health I had.
What are you looking about halfway or?
Oh no, I am nowhere near.
Okay,
Really
I will
rough.
use my channel divinity into Dramos. Actually, who's looking quite ragged at this point? You are. Okay. 33, 32 points of healing up to half.
I'll take all 33 of that.
Jeff, quick question.
Surprisingly well.
I've had the experience, so I've got
focus
to
a lot
level
on you.
17.
So it's a lot of new
I have an
iron.
ability that activates when I hit level 17.
Okay.
It doesn't. It's not like a spell or anything like that. It's.
Don't need a kid.
I don't. Do I? Yeah, that's my question basically. Do I need to rest
Yeah.
before I get this ability?
You won't get the benefit till you're at the rest.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
It's like putting a jumper on inside.
I feel the benefit.
He sent 2 Balrogs at us, Balors at us, my lord. He managed to convince him, but Peridot went begrudgingly. He didn't want to, but he did ultimately yield to fate.
What is his affinity to hell?
Cast a spell.
He is a celestial being. He has, though it was not always him, no affinity to hell, no affinity to demons. He should not be summoning them.
We've noticed fractures in time, people, things changing around us, the temples in town changing mysteriously. The idea of knowledge, once being secret, now was completely open. We first kind of maybe shrugged it off, but there's a lot of us that we're seeing changes that no one else is seeing.
And Peridot has given in to him.
You saw him.
Without doubt.
Ah! Darius slams his fist into the altar. Just cracks along the centre, straight through his own symbol. His altar
Insight
splitting
check.
in two.
His voice
It's
is
sounding
weird.
different.
His voice is weird.
Yeah, I was going to say, can
Inside chat.
Healing spell.
I
Super 20.
yeah, he does sound a bit off.
7, 14.
I feel
Can
like
I insight him?
Yeah.
Why?
38,
Why did you roll
43.
dice?
Everyone gets 43 points of healing.
Ooh,
Fucking
thank
hell.
you.
Yeah, before he put his hand down, I wanted to insight check.
Okay.
I rolled bad though, so you know, I rolled an natural 20 technically, and then
I got 18.
oh, sorry.
That was low.
I'm confused about what happened.
It
Dice
was
was
cocked,
cards,
and I dropped, I
like,
knocked it, and
massively
it went onto a
cards.
20, and then
You
I rolled
re-rolled
again, and it
because-
was a 2.
Okie dokie.
I don't know.
You
Sorry.
don't know, and I'm gonna say I think that you're so overawed by Darius.
Yeah.
Even with an 18, you don't doubt him.
He's fucking here. What did he roll? Why did I roll? This is why you don't roll inside when you actually know.
Too bad you don't know.
Where's
I don't
Laurie?
know.
Where's Laurie? I'm looking around for him. I'm just like kind of looking at a point of.
Laurie was sent to on another mission to assist with Sten.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Right.
Darius, after smashing his fist into the altar and splitting it, breaking apart the symbol of Darius into two, stalks back over to the window where one of the panes is missing and stares out across the plain. He'll come.
Right. What are we doing now?
We need somewhere safe to rest. Then we need to find those weapons.
This place will be a target. Whichever Imogen will be a target. All of them now. Again, he'll keep going.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to rest.
Do any of our magic users have access to magical resting places at the moment?
No, I had to do the big one.
I saw it.
I did until about 60 seconds ago.
Oh yeah. Right. We could go down into the bowels, into the caves, where we rested when the occupation of the town happened.
I'd like to have a chat
There
with Sten. See how he's doing.
There are wards and such in the lower levels, and we can things that will prevent teleportation and the like.
What about Dramos? Can he go down?
I didn't even go there. Maybe he may need our aid in doing so.
It's gonna be painful.
We can try. I think with yourself and my aid, we should be able to get Dramos downstairs.
Alright. He's like a cow. Can only go up. Can't go down.
Basically, he's going to have to make saves. Alright?
Depends on
Does anyone need any healing potions? Is everyone reasonably kitted out? You got diamonds on you? Before we end up getting shitstormed in another 30 minutes, just make sure everyone's actually okay. Inventory check. Window opens up.
I'm alright.
Right.
Do people still need healing?
Is anyone exhausted?
I know I do.
If I'm healed now, pretty much almost to top.
Can do with a tiny little bit more, but it is only a minor amount I need.
I can give you a healing potion if
I could, do you know what, I can toss up the people who need a little bit. So I
Lay on
will,
hands.
I will.
yeah.
I'll cast another spell. 10, 13, 15, another 28 points of healing to everyone that needs it.
Thank you then. Oh, yeah,
I feel stupendous now.
Is there any reaction in the room to casting magic here? I'm looking at the altar in particular.
Yeah, with the altar split, what does that stone look like now? July stone.
Pretty much the same as you saw.
So it's still like
Black.
And
The
as-
veins on the outside of it.
as
Very-
the spells are being cast, is it kind of like
No.
reacting in any way?
It's not reacting.
We need to rest. I think we should go down to the basement of the tower and try and rest and take watches like the olden days.
My lord, would you prefer us to stay here or rest downstairs? I don't know if you want company.
Wow, that was lucky.
That's reflexes for Darius.
I'm going some fast reflexes. If he comes here, I can take him. He won't. He might go for the tower, but he won't go for me. He's afraid. If he's the god of anything, he's the god of fear.
I will make sure that Laurie's up here. At least there's someone. Or I can stay here.
We're not splitting up anymore, ever. So get
Mamia,
used to
you
going
enter
to
the
loo
temple.
together.
You enter the temple of Gar, having already left the group.
What?
Yeah.
I was having a short rest.
Nah, normally when we say we're not splitting up, I'm just going to the Temple of God.
I'll send Laurie. Right, let's go grab a kit.
Is resting the right idea?
What time of day is it?
Is there time?
You may have to do it.
We can't
Mid-afternoon.
teleport anywhere until we rest, and that is vital for pretty much anywhere we want to go.
Gives us a chance to take stock. Have a small plan, maybe not a thorough one.
Recuperate.
Every hour we use is time he will use against us.
Well,
We
that
can't
is
get
true,
anywhere.
but at the same time, it will take us half a day to travel anywhere. Whereas if we rest up, then at least we can magically transport ourselves,
And
and we would gain the time back in that regard.
we can also do 12 hours worth of scrying.
If you take some more of these, we can do it in 6.
I need my fix. I need a juice.
Yeah, I think, for all we know, this could be the last chance we get to rest for a while. So let's try it, see what we can do, and work out where we're going next.
Should we work that out first?
Well,
Some of
let's-
us may still have some abilities that we could use before our rest that may be of use. They're better to do now.
Do you want to do it here or down in the basement? In the shrine or in the basement?
Corin's basement. I'm sure we want to go down there.
There is, of course, another chair with another avatar
Oh,
downstairs.
Oh god, let's just not poke that bear today. Just, what's Darius's reaction to that?
He doesn't pay any attention, looks out that window.
Okay.
We're not going to go that far.
No.
We'll go to where
But that is
we originally fought those owlbears.
that room is protected.
Okay.
Do we need to send any messages to anyone important whilst we got a moment? Anyone on the council need to know anything?
This is why we should plan first
Plan here.
and then decide if we can rest.
Not necessarily.
Well, I'm just trying to work out what we want to do. Do we want to go downstairs and work out what we're doing, or do we want to do all of our logistics and then go downstairs?
We have a god of war within our room, and his council might be quite
Logistics here then.
important.
Alright.
No, keeping him involved.
Without wanting to insult your god.
Please don't. He's right there.
He's like
He is within choking distance of you.
He's pacing in front of that stained glass window like a lion in a cage.
Yeah.
The more that know our plans, there is more chance that there is a leak.
Well,
Knowledge is power.
there is only the 7 of us here.
8 of us.
And our god.
Not counting. Don't know where he is. I think
He
popped
starts
out.
a long rest.
Scrying.
He's starting his
Yeah, he
scrying.
started a long rest. Yeah.
Yes, he's scrying whilst playing Connect 4 with himself at the same time.
That is an extra mind that will know roughly what our plans are. We've already seen Paradox bend the knee. We do not know the fate of the others.
Paradox is weak, naturally. He's not as strong as Gar and
And
Darius.
Darius.
Darius
Praise him.
Yes, praise Darius.
Anyone to turn, it was obviously going to be him. And yet he made a noble sacrifice for us.
And disappeared in front of our eyes, man. The others had gone. They did not see everything.
Let's vote. Logistics here. Raise your hand.
My lord will help us.
Very Dariss. Oh shit, we don't have Darren.
Is Darius putting his hand up?
This is great.
Does he believe in
Darius
voting?
Logistics downstairs. What's that?
Short rest?
You too? Which one did you vote for, Gossel?
And neither did I.
Doesn't matter where we plan.
What matters is time efficiency, and that's what I'm going for here.
Then let's get on with it.
Okay, alright. So, any messages that need to go back to town?
Anyone important that needs knowledge that we now know? We know a little bit more about fate.
We don't know until we've made a plan.
So
is
what
the
would
plan?
you suggest?
Okay.
I see a small amount of admin that's been done already.
It is something Darius prepared earlier.
The great library of Khazara is naturally easiest location that we know of, where we know there is a weapon we can get hold of, and one of us may be able to wield against our enemy.
Got a cannon.
I agree. I think it offers us the most. We should go there because we get information as well. The owner of the cannon is going to be really powerful, and getting into the library on the restricted levels, I come from Khazara, is going to be really hard. It's not going to be, if we don't think about carefully how we're going to do it, we'll end up hurting people we do not want to hurt. So
A lot more people will be hurt if we don't move
Can it be
quickly.
done diplomatically? Do
that's what I would like.
we know? A trade.
I don't think there will be any trade that will get that weapon back, and I don't mind us having to deal with the owner of the weapon, but actually going into the library, it's the heart of Khazara. There will be tons of Peridot worshippers there. There will be loads of librarians, and the general public it's open to the general public. So if we go in, guns blazing,
Dinosaurs blazing.
dinosaurs blazing, it's not going to be a problem. So we need to work out how we're going to do it, because unfortunately our teleportation goes into the teleportation circle in the library rather than.
It's a few miles from the library.
Oh, well that's excellent, because we could just go in like the public then, and then maybe work our way up instead of just.
Disguises. Subterfuge. The
that's
secret
good.
art of war.
That's actually good. I in my head thought the teleportation was into the library and we would be like, hello everybody, we're here.
Surprise, motherfuckers. We're here.
Is that our only way to get there?
We can go horse cart, but how many days is that to Khazara? Fucking miles away.
We was by the
Amen.
sea for 2
Bizarre.
weeks,
Yeah.
so
It is the quickest
oh no,
way.
4 weeks per sea. Sorry, 4 weeks per sea.
Is our only method of magical travel, Corim?
Realistically, it is the safest. Theoretically, I could maybe. It is the safest.
Because you can rest faster than any of us here,
Yes.
and you have a magical transportation available sooner than Tramos could.
That is true.
I'm pretty tapped on healing. I don't know how tapped you are, but
We're going to a library.
we're about to try and
We're going
persuade someone.
We're going to a library on a land where my race is considered not looked upon favourably.
Let me find out what they
Not
said.
too keen on my kind either.
Has anyone got a PHB? A physical copy of a PHB anyway?
There might be
Quite
one on the
simple.
shelf behind you.
Would you bastards go?
I got one here.
Ah,
Just
you can subscribe to the last.
says we tried to read
2 towers
good
have
old
fallen
books.
in one day. How much more do you expect to happen in the time it takes us to fully rest?
What was that? Sorry, Larry. I was looking at my notes. I apologise.
What other way is there, Mulligan? I can turn a couple of us into eagles, so we can fly for an hour.
I asked about magical transport. Corim said yours was the safest. Is there another way?
Can we fuck around
Bargain with
mirrors?
someone who
Just give
also
me a
has that
moment.
Or the mirrors?
We don't know if there is one that goes to the mainland. There probably is, but we didn't even hear about that. So if there is, that would be a long way. We'd have to work out where each mirror was. We don't know that. And within each mirror has an activation word, so we wouldn't know that without identifying them. I don't even know if identifying gives you the word. I think it does, but I'm not sure.
I think the first one that we used, didn't we identify him?
Yeah, probably. When we get to the library as well, the man has warded everything. It's held there as a trophy by a man called Methist, who controls very powerful wards.
Oh yeah, you're not going to have your prize toy on show
Yeah.
without having it guarded up to high heaven.
So
But he may be convinced to loan it to us if he understands we're going to use it.
We
He-
will just ward his power.
Darius said
You don't
he
know
is
that.
scum. He follows no god, thanks no one, and has many slaves. He's a coward, afraid, hissing all the time, and does all his work through others.
I'm afraid, Malamir, that the only way to travel would be with Dramos. I do not have the required
Tuning fork.
tuning fork. Yeah, basically.
8 hours then.
The
A tower has
alternative,
fallen in less.
the alternative is we seek out Byrne or Tabby, or her sister, or even Mother. They have the ability to teleport through planes. I'm sure teleporting from one place in the world to another is the same.
We can't rely on
Can
Tabby
you contact
or
them?
Mother.
I cannot contact them,
Burn?
Maybe.
Well, you might have to
but
ask
Tabby,
another
you know
favour.
what she will ask for. She will ask for something immediately in return, whether it be a Janai stone or something equally as powerful.
Well,
Well,
you can get
Burn
that
it
one
will
out
be
the
a
fucking
favour.
altar.
Well, I'm not sure that any of them work anymore.
That one in the altar sure as hell is.
She will still want something. Her sister lives in the sea, that is all that we know, and Mother,
Well, haven't
You
all
know,
the Janai
it's
stones
like-
died?
I think we have to
There's
rest.
something
8
strange about that one.
hours to us. What could be the bargain? Least we could do is ask.
I don't know what the bargain could be.
For a simple travel. She's done that before. And asked very little. Now it's more important. I'm sure she is no fan of fate either.
Send a message to Tabby.
No, not Tabby.
Which one? Burn.
Sorry.
Send
I
it
hate
to
Tabby.
Tabby. Alright, well, construct your text message, what you wish to say to her. I will spaff it.
What do you want?
Dramos, you have a list of sketches of teleportation sigils, do you not?
Do you have your waypoints? your fast travel
I
tokens?
have 5.
5. Are any of them in... Do you have one in Anglan?
The Prince of Batman. You're going to make your glorious return or something.
I'm sure you picked one up whilst we were over there.
I have one to the Temple of Imogen, one to the mainland in Kazara, a few miles from the library. I have the circle in the north by the mountain. I have one which possibly takes us to a plane between life and death.
No.
Ramos.
And I have the circle which you drew still.
You promised to destroy that.
Keep things which may be useful later on if I'm in.
It's a conversation for tomorrow.
Would you be
You've
willing
lost
to
well on
share?
it.
those
You promised that
sigils?
Gar wasn't in the temple.
Also, what is going on with that?
an answer.
He's for the first time he's saying we shouldn't rest. I'm like,
I can share them,
yes.
Inside check.
Why is he not
It
resting?
may benefit us in the future, although I do need to acquire a couple of artifacts to help me cast.
I
I
reckon
also have a.
this is your ploy to make us rest because we'll be arguing for 8 hours, and then you're like, we finally got to rest.
I'm already resting.
Yeah, we no chance for Corin to go ethereal because we were resting.
Okay, so are we sending a message to Byrne? What are we saying?
I think we need to plan exactly what we need to do before we send or commit to anything.
Okay.
So we are just thinking, how do we teleport? Quick teleportation, I cannot do. I need a sleep.
I personally think we should rest for 8 hours and then we should teleport to just outside the library. I will know how to get to the library by foot, and then talking our way in there is going to be tricky. Not to get in the library, but to get up to Memphis.
We can get his attention by offering a banquet. We can have a hero's feast with him, have his attention. It's the best meal. We've had it before. It is the best meal. And we can try and be diplomatic initially. He will want, if he's a slimy little weasel, he will want something that we have. Our names are big enough around these parts.
But they won't be there.
Okay. Yeah, but we've got to get his attention. But we're going to need our tricks up our sleeve first.
There may be
Getting the
something
attention of someone who likes treasures is fairly easy. We travel with
treasure.
something big and shiny,
Rod of Resurrection.
or
something bigger.
not necessarily
grand
bigger,
rod
more
of-
powerful.
That.
There
My
may be
rod not
something.
Oh, there.
It's okay. It's not the first time someone said.
It was a bit depleted the last time, wasn't it?
No, it's fully charged now.
Oh, okay.
So we have a way and we have possibilities to obtain Kratok. Are we entertaining any other ideas?
Fucking Captain Caravan. Ravaran's got the wand.
Yeah. Now that, going for that would be amazing.
That'd be
because
2 for 2, that
because
would.
he's got that fucking orb which is causing issues.
Choke out Ravaran, then take his loot.
He took that thing, didn't he?
We could.
Yeah, you've got money in that.
Yes, he has my horse.
You also turned Gartok into dust. I still haven't forgiven him for that.
I want him dead.
I have special pullers made for his tongue.
And also getting Kratok is not going to aid us, I think, with Ravaran. Whereas maybe getting somebody else might aid. I don't know.
Is there any chance that a deal could be worked out with Ravaran?
Yes, he can
No.
tongue my nuts and die.
The deal
The
could
main
be made.
problem is me. I'm not making a deal.
He doesn't want anything. He wanted us out the way, dealing with everything else. He wants to be left alone.
He wants to be left alone so he can amass enough power
Yeah.
to do what he wants.
He wants to pay as little attention.
I don't think there's a deal to be made for what he carries that we want.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do a deal. It's probably in this fucking room for all we know. It's probably stuck in your head again.
The one I think we could go for, as we have an idea of where it could be, would be
Think.
cruel justice.
Rasvin in this situation would likely detect if there's any orbs, and there are not.
Okay.
Thank you.
We know that it was last on Galeon.
Also, someone I want dead. Not as much as Ravaran.
The one now, which one?
Cruel
Cruel
justice.
justice.
Zuskan.
So it was last seen at Wolf's Pine with Galeon, but he could be anywhere. We've seen him at Fallen Palace, and we've seen him in
He
Angland.
could be with
I'm
Ravaran.
planning on casting.
He could be. That would be
Yeah.
fucking
I've
awful.
mentioned this
Interesting,
before, but I think
Yeah.
we forgot about it. To be honest, it's
He was one of the men in
Guards.
the armour.
Yeah.
That's
you
a,
X-rayed.
see, that's a more legitimate scrying point
I think.
because we know
Where
the
is it?
person and
It'll
we
be
know
the
the
knife.
item. We've not seen the other items.
That's,
We know what
I do have
Ravaran
the,
is,
uh,
but he's hard to
the
scry on.
equipment to do that
I
as
don't
well.
know
So
about.
Yeah. He's smoke and mirrors at this point. He doesn't want attention on him.
The
I
other
need to rest first.
3, all we know is one is possibly a knife or a dagger of some form.
I may be able to gain some insight into that, but again, I would need to rest before I attempt to cast that spell.
Okay, so we're going to have to. Option A is a plan. Option B is a sleep, and we teleport in somewhere. What are we doing?
If we teleport
Option C.
anywhere,
Option C is we sleep first. I can maybe gain some information about the knife,
Okay.
and then we make a more informed decision based on any information that I can gain about the knife.
So that's immediate action or 2 sleeps. They're an option 4.
There's always an option 4. There's always the last option.
Well,
do nothing.
that's the wild card.
No, the last option is always do nothing.
We have only mentioned weapons against the enemy, yet we know the number that must not fall to him.
Go to another god.
We do need to check in to see what's happened to the others.
We're gonna
He's
end up
already
with
got a
another
majority.
fight.
I think Peridot was the last one. I think he's already got his majority.
Then why?
We need the weapons.
We cannot choose to believe that. We still must have some kind of hope.
Even if we do go to another god, find them stuck in the tower like our poor Dariss here, what are we meant to do? What, set up an ambush and wait? He could go to another. He doesn't need that many. Well, he needs 3, something like that, and he is one of them. He already got Peridot. He needs 1 more out of the 7. He is included in that.
Well, I think he needs 3 plus himself.
Yeah. But I think he already has a lie. And he potentially has Imogen as well.
Sardonyx, the Sardonyx tower was cut in 2.
Yeah, Darius said he
Sardonyx
didn't
Tower is
know.
destroyed.
I don't think he has a lie.
You think that a lie is withheld?
He whispered to me as we were fleeing, tell her she's losing. That could be you. But does he concern himself with just your opinion?
It could be a lie.
I believe it's a lie is the her he's referring to.
My Lord Darius, can you hear our prayers when we're outside this room? Do you hear our whispers, our voices?
I feel it. And I grant my powers. The words are indistinct.
Thank you. So if you could, if you're still getting your power, then she must be still active. I don't know if you have a means of communicating with her directly.
I don't think it works like that. It's not. I wasn't given powers by a god. I gained powers through the earth, through the power of a river, the power of a sun.
I think maybe his powers come not the same as ours.
Less direct.
Of all the gods, a lie is the closest to true magic. Yes, I grant powers through myself. Your magic, such as you gesturing towards Razvin, would use. That's through the land, through the ley lines, through the remnants of Janai power. A lie uses those same channels. Gartok is correct. His power comes from the earth through Janai. That's how a lie works. I use my strength. She uses the earth.
I believe she would hold out as long as she could.
I would hope so. So
I know there are many pressing issues, but
let us recap.
I want to go find her tower.
Gar is around, still around. Dariss stands before us. A lie.
Who's on their side? We've got Faye. We've got
Peridot.
Peridot.
Imogen is missing.
Imogen unknown. Who else? Last one.
Sardonyx.
Sardonyx.
And
Tower
Dar-
shattered.
Darius said could go either way. Trixie.
So as far as we know, well, obviously we've got Darius.
We have two on our side for sure. We have Gar, we have Darius.
Yeah.
He has Peridot, and we're unknown on the rest.
Unknowns.
So at the moment, what we know is that there is 2 against 2, and the others are unknown.
And he's fucking around with the timeline. Right. The thing is, if we go to another tower, unarmoured, to the extent that we were in Peridot, we're going to have the same scenario again.
Yeah.
We need a weapon to even the odds. It's as simple as that.
Great Green is a bastion of power. It's connected to the earth.
It could be a weapon. And what of the other harbingers? We know of one of them. If we're sending out calls for arms, calls for aid,
Who are our allies? The Helvetians have pushed up.
The harbingers of fate.
Yes,
Who
there
else
is-
is 2?
oh, we had one here.
How many? Yes. Hang on one moment. And I'll just go into one of my other rooms, and I'll start digging
picture
around in a chest.
Put it off the nail next to
next
the toilet.
next to the bed where I was.
Where you had a picture of 6 children.
I'm fucking sorry.
It was his end. It was his end of the bed.
Yeah, we could cover the picture.
And
Yeah.
I'll bring her back in. Is there any way we can get information? These are the harbingers. Look, there's a
Darius's
mini
head
harbinger
turns
there.
slightly. You're looking at the picture.
Can I go have a look at my...
Can I insight Darius? Because he's rarely curious. I just want to get his. Is he getting angry?
No, he's not getting angry.
Okay.
Can we have a look at this picture?
Okay.
Do I recognise me?
Yes. The features are there, plain, unattractive.
Susan across your
Thank
top.
When their names on the picture.
On the back.
Yeah, give me a second.
Meanwhile, in Jamie's Wikipedia,
there was one other that we lost in the Black Finger.
Harrow.
Cat creature.
Oh.
Some of us spoke with. A powerful wizard. He gave us some aid
Yes.
to defeat the blasphemer, the usurper. Could he be contacted? Do we have anything of his? Old school.
Oh god, is
have
that
the
the
ones-
original? Is that the old folder?
This is the original start of the campaign folder.
He
Yeah,
got
the one
some
about the rat
old
slasher.
notes out
Ah.
today.
We have the seal.
We took that. Yes, that is true.
There is also another being that owes us a favour. There are two beings that owe us a favour.
We're going to have to pull in all our favours for this.
And I
Isn't
have
there a
another
gin?
idea as well.
Either a djinn or a
Right.
genie,
Genie.
or something along those lines.
Yes.
We shouldn't discuss anything else.
We shouldn't be discussing anything in front of them. I'm quite sure I've already said that.
My God, Dramos is
He's absolutely 100% trustworthy.
He's a
My insight
god.
failed.
he is acting weird. This is what he is.
He's stressed. You know, stress does weird things to gods. Absolutely not an
Well,
imposter.
he's made one mistake in my eyes already, in that he said he can't hear prayers, but I'm pretty sure I've been speaking to God in prayer.
Yep.
It's a little
We
much
should-
to accuse him, Jessica Fletcher
We
style.
should start heading down and get into a safe area.
I think we should.
At least try to make
Right.
ourselves comfortable.
Well, let us. We will have to escort you down there, Dramos. I think you may have problems accessing the lower levels.
Just put these handcuffs on.
My lord, our bodies grow weary. We must rest for the future fights ahead. Please call us if you need anything.
He's doing his own sketch right now.
So I'll escort. Basically, I'll be casting guidance on you on a couple of not guide. No, it's not guidance. Yes, it is guidance. Yes.
Okay.
Only resistance for saving from.
It's
Ready.
resistance,
On the picture
is it?
front,
I
we
know
already
it's
know
one of
your
the
actual name.
cantrips.
Elise?
Elise.
Harren.
Yeah, so Harren, Sejanus,
Oh, Sejanus. We met Sejanus.
I was going to say I recognise that.
Levatra, Zeth.
I'm gonna have to spell.
Okay.
Praise Imogen.
Could you spell these, please?
Levatra.
How is that spelled?
Leviatra.
Oh, Livia.
Levatra.
Oh, Levatra.
Yeah. Zeth. Zeth.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Treya.
Spelled.
Traya.
All the harbingers have blonde hair, though,
Do they?
from what we've seen of the two that I've seen, they both have blonde hair.
They all have blonde hair.
How so convenient. How convenient.
Blue eyes.
You
Do
are
we
an
all-
aspect of fate.
No.
We must kill Harbinger. Wait, didn't we lop off the head of... I'm pretty sure you lopped off the head of
Did
one of
we
them.
killed one of them?
That's gone now.
Did he from blonde hair?
He did have blonde hair, yeah.
Oh,
He was
that's-
glorious. Everyone loves
Was that-
him. God damn it.
Was that Harry?
That was Harren, yeah.
Just saying he's got blonde hair.
Do I remember anything from the background?
You have no memory of that picture.
Can I
Or-
identify which one of the girls was the one that we killed in Angra from the picture?
Yes, you can.
Are the names on the back in any particular order? Like, do I match an order?
They're written in the order: Sejanus, Levatra, Zeth, Treya, Harren, Elise.
Okay.
So does that match up with how they line up, like for girls and boys?
Elise is in the middle of the actual picture.
Me.
Yeah, next to Harren.
Okay, so no.
Right.
Damn it. Why would they do that?
What's our Harbinger's name on there?
Elise.
Elise.
Yeah.
Let us head down and get some rest.
I think-
Darius is turning from the window and is fully watching that exchange.
Is everything okay, Darius?
No.
Apart from the obvious.
For all the reasons we talked about. Trapped. This nonsense. strategy. I would admire him if he wasn't such a contemptible troll. Dividing us. We were always stronger than him. I am stronger than him. Divided us, taken away our communication. Distractions like this nothing. He gestures towards the picture.
It is the mortal way. We must discuss. I do not wish to upset you any more, my lord.
You have not. He has.
None of these children look like Darius, do
No.
Look like Darius. They don't even look like Fate.
I am Darius himself.
they? He doesn't like it.
I think we need to go downstairs, have something to eat, have a sit down, a quick drink, and rest.
And then we need to find weapons that will take Fate down.
Yes. Let's do this.
Cannot have a repeat of last time. We've been in there fully charged.
Gartok is correct. We do need to check the other towers though.
Yes.
We do need to check.
The other towers.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Let's go and rest.
We can't do anything without rest.
Make our way out. Well, I will.
My lord, please call us if you need us. I'll send Laurie up shortly.
We'll find a way of removing that stone.
Praise you.
It doesn't work unless you say his name. It's like someone saying, I love you, you go, yeah, me too.
Is that what you've learnt off these dating sites, is it?
Praise Darius.
First line.
Yeah. First of all, if you're not a Darius worshipper, fuck off.
Darius worshipper seeks other Darius worshipper for Darius
For
related
wrestling.
worship.
Wrestling at morning, noon, and night.
I will find Sven and Laurie and relay what's happened.
Or just imagine what kind of woman you'd find.
A wrestler.
How many books did I get?
6.
Oh, are they spicy books?
Haven't had time to look at them yet.
No.
Did I grab any good?
I intend to look
If
at
you
them.
need, I know you'll have identify. I can help identify with you.
You've got 3
That will not
books.
be
Yeah,
necessary.
because I was like preparing as well.
Yeah.
Grab whatever was closest. It's like,
The deed must be done quickly.
Let us go and have a drink.
yeah, I'll head out and I'll go find Laurie and Sten, and then head down.
Along with Harbinger, because, yeah, you'll need to make a few saves, I guess.
You told us the password to your wards.
That's
It's the ones
that's
which
the
haven't
ward.
got the
That's the
passwords
wards.
yet.
It's the,
It's the other things.
Hallow.
what do you call?
Did you use a hallow?
Hallow. Well,
Yeah.
no, I use several.
It's the hallow. Is that going to be an issue?
How many charisma saving throws can Ross make tonight?
Charisma's good. It's wisdom if it's an issue.
Okay.
I'll be fun.
So, yeah, try and find
Quick save.
Sten and Laurie.
Okay.
Um,
Sten and Laurie are together.
Okay.
Laurie standing just behind Sten. Laurie being quite uncharacteristically small smile on his face, standing with his arms together, flexed as he always is. You see his biceps rhythmically moving. He's just keep them going.
Praise Darius, Laurie.
Very Darius, of course.
How are we both?
I investigate. You've been gone hardly any time. I've seldom had time to
We
thoroughly interrogate.
Has anything happened here?
No. I've been through a number of the acolytes, priests, whichever word you wish to use. I have some doubts about several, but those range from faith, which strikes me bizarre considering the presence of allegedly your own god in the next room, So we've just poor work ethic. As far as it goes to this point, I've not determined anyone I think is a fate sympathizer. And we're ready for one if we find one. Questions first, Laurie. Stupid questions.
Imagine just being at the worst interview, sat in front of Sten with Laurie staring you out, trying to eyeball any hint of fate and cracking his knuckles.
The questions are not stupid, Laurie. If we determine someone is a fate worshipper, then we deal with them. Oh, I'm all about that, as am I. We may sit at opposite ends of the table, but the meal on it is the same. Well, I'm looking forward to tucking into that and using the bones from the leftover chicken from that meal to stab the fate worshippers in the eyes. Yes, Laurie, once we have acquired all the information from them that we can get, and still talk without their eyes. Gently. And then we execute them when we have everything we need.
The other towers have also been attacked.
Peridot has bent the knee.
Peridot has bent the knee.
Yes, to save us.
But they've always been so loyal. The worshippers have given so much money to the city.
He was surprisingly, for a god, excuse me, pathetic.
Doesn't surprise me. It surprises me.
Their strength is in numbers.
Don't meet your heroes unless your hero is Darius.
Yes.
It's all the glory you
He
need.
has separated them for a reason. They are weaker by themselves. Fate has been gathering power, harnessing others.
And he is stronger if everybody else is weaker.
Exactly. Yes. I fear he is trying to garner their power as well.
What is your strategy?
Just so you know, because I've been told we're not splitting up, and I've learned my lesson, I'm standing at the back and I'm going to investigate the first book.
I was only joking, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm not joking about splitting up.
We have information on items which can aid us. We know about 4 of them. We need to try and find about 3 others. But the longer we leave it, potentially the stronger he will get.
The clock is ticking. It really is. Any information that
There is also something up with your god.
I beg your pardon?
He was not himself.
He was exactly himself. He was the Lord Darius.
When have you seen Darius curious about anything which is innate as a picture?
I do not wish to interpret the will of my Lord.
What picture?
A picture that we found in a... Was there an orphanage in Mist House?
There was.
What happened to it?
There was a tragic incident.
Yes, I think we were there when it happened.
Yeah, you nearly died, Ramos.
I'm aware of what we remember.
What about when you...
What do you remember, Stan? Laurie?
Maybe some time ago. Anything?
I don't really remember about any orphanage. I remember vampires. They had control of the place. There was some question about the motivations of the people running it, whether they were in league with the vampires or taken over by them. Why?
What happened to it?
The orphanage?
To the people that were running it?
The place was shut down from the report that I read. Andro filled in on the details.
In the picture, this is me asking you. In the picture, am I dressed as I would here or in Kasara? Because obviously Kasara is very warm and here it is not.
Everyone in the picture is wearing a very similar, nondescript looking tunic.
Short sleeve?
Yes.
Warm weather clothing.
Yeah, was there anything in the background? Like a fireplace, window?
It looks to be a...
Palm tree.
it's inside a building.
Does it say
There are
what?
wooden beams and a plastered wall. The artist who painted it, I mean, bearing in mind that they painted it, so it wouldn't have been just stood there for a period of time, has not paid a huge amount of attention to the background.
Socks.
Hmm?
Socks.
It's upper body only.
Buttons done up.
Hmm?
Buttons done up.
They're kids.
Do
There's
I-
some disarray.
Good,
Does anyone
okay.
look sweaty?
Is it?
Fanning?
No, not particularly.
Damn it. Beach waves.
Sand across their
We
face.
Yeah.
believe one save, Dramos. You'll need to make one save.
Thank you.
If you don't.
We believe.
Well, if you don't, you'll just need to sleep outside in the corridor.
Wouldn't be the first time.
This first book, you open it. It's leather bound, no details on the spine or the front. You open it. The whole entire book is handwritten rather than any form of a print. Living Tree is the title. By Randran Lell.
Okay.
We believe that time is being changed.
Seen it in multiple instances. Alterations
Even-
in temples.
We were there at the orphanage. The babies had all been, well, the children had all been killed. They were in their cots. There were vampires there. That part is still the same.
We know fate is able to alter time. We know this. And the question is why do we know this?
Why would that have changed? Why would he change that?
He is trying to correct a path he sees which is wrong. And every time he tries, he gets further away.
And why this orphanage? What about these children? Why would he interfere with that?
We do not fully know. It's something we are trying to find out. But they are tied together.
The orphanage was funded by the Temple of Peridot in entirety.
It's interesting.
Temple of Peridot, which has always been as big as it is in this house.
Indeed.
It wasn't
Not a
that
small,
long ago.
pokey little temple.
The entire time I have ministered the town, Temple of Peridot has been our biggest
Newsflash.
sponsor and negotiator.
Newsflash then wasn't in our timeline. That's one of the things that have changed. That was a little shithole last week. This is what I mean has been changing.
They even gave money to prop up the failing Temple of the People.
Funny that.
The Temple of the People. What was that? Always the Temple of the People, if you remember.
And was a Temple of Fate.
Yeah.
So that's.
We know what's in
not
that.
changed. It's just something to be aware of, Sten. That is all.
Hang on, has something else gone awry here? Have we gone off, come back, and some? Because he did some fuckery whilst we were fighting with Peridot.
We don't know. Well, we don't know. We don't know. We can only be aware.
My guess is because we are next to that things aren't changing.
All I will say is, while you are here, keep an eye on Dariss. He is not who we left earlier this morning.
I disagree.
We were blinded by your faith.
The High Priest Tremors.
They may be high priests.
They would know.
Would they?
I would know.
Would you?
I would.
Darius will call us if he needs us. But Laurie, if you take a moment to just periodically check in on him, just make sure he's
Gladly.
I would rather Sten check on him.
Oh, who's then?
By himself.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Nor do I.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
I have my doubts about him. I agree with Dramos, but I have from the beginning. You've asked me to blindly accept this is your God. He's here. They can't pass the gate. That is indisputable knowledge.
Let's just rest. And then we will start afresh in the morning. We've been through an ordeal. Fighting a god tends to do that. We need to relax. Let's go downstairs. But Laurie, check in him. Just pop your head in. See if he needs a cup of tea.
Why would he drink tea? Surely he would drink.
The blood of our enemies, yes. But
Eggs. Raw.
he might like a cup of tea.
Oh, and that's something for body development, obviously, so he could
Protein shake.
fight all day.
What about a nice caffeine supplement? You know, oh, should we juice up Darius and just send him in? All the spells.
If only we could get him out of this room.
Literally our super weapon. Let's go downstairs.
Right, downstairs then.
Right.
Stay close to Dramos.
I'll
Gentle.
cast resistance on him.
Okay. Where are we going to?
We're going to the room that has the chair in it.
Okay.
I will cast guidance upon
So
Dramos.
quite deep down then.
Fairly deep down.
Nice and
Yeah.
deep like.
It has extra dimensional interference
Down in the caves.
in that room,
Yeah. Okay.
and the room that's got all the
Well, there's an
Janai
ice stones in right next to it. Yeah.
but that's got a lot of wards on it as well. So we'll stay away
Is this
from
where
that
the
one.
Otogi microwave is?
We won't. Don't know what you're talking
That's 2
about.
floors up.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Don't know
Go
what
down
you're
below it.
talking about. There's nothing there
It's
to
fake
see.
news. It's all fake news. It's just
It's just a stone. It's just a stone wall.
It's just there's nothing there.
We look. I look at the stone wall.
Didn't there used to be a door there? No.
No,
I did not.
never saw that.
Okay. So long story short, you can take Dramos all the way down there, dealing with the wards as you go.
It's only one. We can get past the wards. It's the
It's the
hallow,
hallow.
which is
Okay.
the
It
only
will have an effect.
issue.
What save does he need to make on the Hellline?
I've given him guidance.
Let's do a quick glance.
17.
What stat is it? I'll look it up.
Imagine it's
wisdom?
I don't know. Just roll the
Let's hope
dice,
it's
and if
not
you get about
wisdom.
10, you'll be fine.
Just say that.
It smells like a wisdom. It's usually a lot of cleric saves.
Jesus.
It will probably be 17,
You give me a +5, right?
Yeah.
and you get a D4 as well.
Yeah. So that's
It's a charisma.
it's charisma.
Yeah.
30.
Oh,
I get a +10 on charisma.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
brilliant.
that's
what would it
handy.
mean if it was wisdom?
It would have
Oh,
been
20.
20.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I don't have a negative stat. I just have 0.
Yeah.
It's almost like 2 bouncers trying to escort a drunk person through. We're just trying to charge through the hallows. It's like,
When
oh,
we are-
oh, yeah.
When we are safely in the chamber.
Immediately sit on the throne.
I'm tempted to.
Oh my
I'm
God.
tempted
It's at the end of a network of twisting tunnels, past where the Janai stones are. But this is a large room at the end.
And even glowy.
You want to go and have a look in that room?
Oh no, I didn't. I thought we were going past.
You
them.
kind of have to go past, but it's just down a side bit.
Oh, okay, right.
There
right.
is no glow coming from that thing. But Presumably you don't go fully into the chamber.
Yeah.
It's a large chamber where once Arden Cross was fought.
Yes.
At the end of the room, a small dais on which sits a stone chair.
Have I told you, any of you, about Ariana?
No, not as far as I know. Then again, my head's been beaten a few times since then.
A few of you have travelled with me to the North Woods when we went back to the Crystal Caves.
It was on my summer break then.
We fought a number of small creatures, I can't remember exactly what. She was there.
Who is she to you?
Not entirely sure. She knows me. She knows my father, which is more than I do.
Okay.
She knows my mother. She's contacted me a few times in dreams. Always pointing to somewhere where I believe is in Anglan.
To a handy, convenient star weapon?
I don't know about a star weapon. The first dream, I believe it was possibly the Tiefling town that we passed. We had the option of going to Anglan or Tiefling town, if you remember, when we visited. I wanted to go to the Tiefling town for that reason.
Okay.
The second dream spoke of a white gate.
It's referring to a divine gate.
I do not know.
Damn it.
The words were remember. I was in a small chamber, 10 pillars forming a circle, the glows intensifying. She said the white gates. I was thrown backwards. The centre of the circle exploded.
Does that ring any bells from any sort of Dariss history or from my teachings or learnings as a child?
Yes, you check.
Oh,
Oh,
she
shit.
filled in the trials and
5.
tribulations pages.
And clearly I had colouring books.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't paying attention.
I
Yeah.
think
Oh, no.
it was Anglan being pulled back through.
A lot has changed. It wouldn't surprise me if Anglan is not the Anglan that you knew. Something drastic has happened. If that has something to do with Fate's bullshit.
When the bishop was trying to create that, open that gate all that time ago in the North Woods, that was a white gate. He was trying to do something then. He was draining the stone in the tower to open a rift and bring something through. That's why I tried to put blood on the stone in order to recharge it. He was a bishop of fate.
Fate is trying to right a wrong. He sees that if Anglan had not have been wrought through,
Would have changed.
I am.
I want to bet Anglan's absolutely fine now. You watch.
we need to go back.
in a twist.
Step
Something which I wouldn't feel comfortable saying in front of our Lord. If fate does get a majority, there is a way that we could alter that. There's another god,
There's an ace.
Temperance. We could find her.
That's
Supposedly
that's a
she
big
fell
deal.
to the land. If we could recharge the stone, which we know is potentially here.
Wouldn't you think fate would be on that one? That would be my first point of call, is finding that one.
I don't know, but it might be
You
a
might be right,
wild
though.
card. He probably doesn't think that any of the other gods would allow it. But if we
For
were,
good reason.
but if it was the only way, if she were to balance the scales,
God of gods.
make 8, then it would be 4 against 4.
Convincing a divine being at that level.
Of that
She
power.
wouldn't. She wouldn't need convincing. We would only have to empower her. She has no power now.
So we praise Temperance.
You could bring about something worse.
Yes, potentially. Let's hope that it doesn't. But I just.
The frying pan.
It's a
Whatever.
pretty hot frying pan.
Whatever we do.
Spitting.
Oh god!
It's too hot and we're just throwing eggs and bacon into it.
Stick it in the water. That's a good idea, right?
Let's contact Temperance. You might as well just put your head in the fire at this point.
Whatever we do, there will just be something or someone else.
There's always a new baddie in
Yeah.
there. Always something bigger.
When I worshipped fate, he was the definition of stability. And I mean that in that he was certain and reliable, maybe not in the right ways, but I knew what he would do. Even after I turned against him, I'd known what he would do. When we saw him, he was not like that anymore. He's unhinged. I don't know if it's the avatars that are taking bits of his personality, because they're not the most sane, or whether he's just losing it with the power.
He's
But
getting close to what he wants. Because if he's got this power of changing time and things like that, he's lived this life multiple times to get to where he wants.
What does he want?
He wants to be
Then-
the elf he used to be, and to live out the life and to have died in that moment where he should have. That's what he wants.
He's erratic, and this it's gonna sound like an oxymoron, but he's kind of chaotic. He seemed chaotic to me, which is the
Desperate.
opposite of what he was.
Desperate.
He used to be. I could feel how defined everything was, and now I find him frightening, more frightening than I ever did before, because he is unpredictable, and that is not what he should be.
I'm convinced that the lack of time or the time altering is because of yourself being in present and we're not seeing it, as in that we're seeing the alterations. Because Rasfin, he was 3 doors down. He was like, "Where have you guys been?" When he's changing stuff,
Weren't
it's
we
not
also
changing
in
for
the
us.
Temple of Fate when that happened?
But we've been elsewhere as well. These changes have happened.
For example,
We had the Temple of Paradox change. We've had. You guys probably remember more than I will.
but where were we when that happened?
We were in the Temple
That
of
was
Fate.
when we were in the Temple of Fate.
So maybe
But the
that's
fact that the timeline with the orphanage has changed.
How do we know it's changed?
Because we remember something different to us 10 years.
That could have also happened when we were in the Temple of Fate.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Jen, I'm going to cast Sending to Stan.
Okay.
What is the status of Anglan at the moment? Did the big accident happen in this timeline? Was it teleported?
Anglan is a mythical place that has been gone for an incredibly long time. However, tactical reports suggest Anglan warriors have been seen in our lands, and you have travelled there yourself.
I will relay that. That's new. Anglan warriors have been.
Not necessarily.
Is that new?
Not really.
Okay, but
No,
Wait,
one
it's,
thing
it's new
that hasn't
information
changed.
to us.
I think we've brought some back with us, haven't we?
The people in the north. Red and black.
Right. Bed rolls out. Let's get a cup of coffee on the go. No one's sitting
No.
back.
More coffee.
No.
It's nighttime coffee.
No.
Yeah, but no,
Someone's honoured watch.
You've got to be ready to praise dance immediately.
Have we made a plan yet?
Yes, we need to go to bed.
The plan is we are going to go for one of the weapons, I believe. Kazara.
I think we should go to Kazara.
My money's on big fucking cannon.
Well,
BFG.
I think the cannon is obviously a good thing to acquire, but our best place for finding information will be at the Great Library.
We do have 2 lots of Heroes Feasts. I've been given permission by Raspin to use his bowl. He is carrying a bowl, I am carrying a bowl. If we need to use it as leverage, or if we need to juice up before a big battle.
Because these ones are ones at the library. We can find out about.
Can we, before we rest, alert anyone by any method that we have available?
To the library.
Wherever they may be, alert them of the danger.
Oh,
Call for aid.
Have we simply tried praying?
that is an excellent idea. Let us
call
all
for
hold
aid
hands.
against fate.
Yeah? No, I'm up. My God's upstairs. This
Yeah,
shit works.
Hopefully, if we shout loud enough, he'll hear us.
Friends. You may not need to fight us alone.
I fear those who regard me possibly more of their friend than others are on the other side. There is some connection between tieflings and fate, I do not know. If we go to Wolfspine, I might be able to find out more, but I do not know what's happened to the tieflings there.
Can we send them a message?
No, I cannot. Depends how many. I'll just keep looking at the 3 clerics. How many of you can cast the spell?
Yeah, I got a couple more.
I don't know. the
I'm
tieflings
tempted
I
to send a
met.
message direct to fucking Imogen at this point.
Hello?
Do you know
Are you
that?
there? Pick up.
This is Imogen's hotline. Costs 60 pence an hour.
An hour?
We can.
Well, sign me up.
We can pray. We can pray to the gods if you want to try and reach them. We
60
need to
pence,
send
60
the spells to the people. To send the messages to the people we know. We should warn at least a few of the more powerful adventurers that we know. Potentially try and contact the Djinn or Genie.
Father Hal might need to get in contact with his god.
There are many options.
Getting the message out is the important part. It will spread.
We also have the original being that was inside the Iron Flask, who was a Slard and then turned into me.
I swear I was like, guys, we should spread the message last session. Everyone was like, we don't have time to spread the message. We don't need to tell anyone, it won't make any difference.
So it depends on how your spell works and what you need to do.
Send a message anywhere, any plane, 25 words.
I say we go for the person who owes us a favour for rescuing him. Owes us each a favour. As powerful as a witch.
So, who is it? What are we saying?
Can't remember his name, but he was a
That's-
blue guy.
That's a pretty important part.
Right. Do I know how to spell genie? That's the question.
We don't know whether he was a genie or a djinn. He was just some dude that we rescued.
Wish. Favour.
Casting a message to, or sending to Papa Smurf.
Beyond the. It was in the. It was in the portal session. What was that? Mirror?
Probably.
Mirror, mirror?
Sounds about right.
We should
Beyond
also send a message to Byrne. She has helped us before.
Yes. So, Burn,
She's a lovely young
genie
couple.
dude.
Seeing what she really looks like. You have as well.
The mind remembers what it wants to remember and forgets the bad bits.
Dutami.
We all have our bad days, right?
D-U-T-A-M-I. Possibly.
Go.
I've got Dutami, Genie,
Yeah.
question mark, met through the mirror.
There we go.
Nailed it,
Holy
Corian.
shit, your notes have out-trumped
Yes!
their notes.
Could you.
It's
could
more
you.
That's the first.
Nice.
More condensed.
What's his fate?
Could you spell it for me?
Well, I've spelt it D-U-T-A-M-I.
Okay.
Wow.
I think you need a magic
That's-
star on your board for that one.
Yeah.
That's,
You
yeah.
get to choose what tonight's TV
points
show
just
is.
for Corian.
Burn to Tommy.
Look, can Jamie find it in his?
You know what it is? It's those caffeine tablets.
Yeah, yeah.
What, have they awakened your third eye?
Oh, I hope not.
I don't know. Oh no, I do.
And then possibly Father Howell, just so they are aware.
I'm as surprised as you lot that was in there. Honestly.
Usually it's
Or
6
have
sessions
got
later.
another
Oh, I
eye
knew
in
that name.
Yeah.
I have worked with Father Howland before, and I find him
He's a good guy.
trustworthy.
I wasn't sure on him at the
Father Howell.
start, but it's too much grease
How
on the
many
man.
times can he set cast?
I've got 2 in me, and then you're looking round for the rest of the group.
So I would say Burn and Tommy and say we need to cash in on the favour.
Tell me what you want to say to Bert. 25 words or less. Fucking text messages. 6p ago.
Takes us right back to 1997.
Fate is gaining power from gods.
Help us kill the other gods. How many? How many? Not
Fate is
Dariss
gaining
or
power
God.
from gods. We need your help.
While you're composing your messages, I will finally crafting these 25 words.
Got a plan, otherwise I'll end up,
Yeah, but we never
Shit
follow
the
the
bed.
plan anyway. We make a plan and we
It's
never
more a
follow
case
it.
of will burn help rather than can burn help.
He can alter time,
Don't do that. You'll scare them off.
ampersand, space.
Um,
That doesn't count, right?
time_space.
well, you
No.
just wrote. You're noting it down first, right?
Or just underscore under everything. You know.
I was going to
One
just don't
word.
put, listen. Just
Find
don't put
us.
any spaces in there.
Find
Find us.
Find us Tower of Dariss.
No, just
No,
find us.
no, just
While
find
we're
us.
here, let's do.
That's
Let's
17.
form the one for
Tommy.
Tatami as well.
Right, so what do you want to say to
I
that
can't
one?
believe that was there. Honestly.
I
I'll
know,
put-
neither can we. No,
it's
it's really
the one
good.
thing I don't think I've got is
clock
his name
is
in
right.
here at all.
It's
So
the
I
same,
can find
it's the
where
same
he
basic message, except
said he'll
hello.
use
Do you remember
favours.
us? You're alright. What are you doing?
I barely remember. I don't even remember the encounter hardly.
It was
But
a
I
bit
must
of a-
have read.
happened
I've
on-
read it's in the others.
Yeah.
I'm
So
sorry,
is that
from
all
your
I
God.
list is names, pretty much, and maybe a small description.
There it is, Titani. It's a full-on thing.
Yeah.
I never would have found it though because I couldn't spell genie. I was writing all kinds of words.
Well, we only think he's a genie. He might be a djinn, he might be something else.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
He owes us a favour, each of us a favour for rescuing him.
You're
And
going to
say-
How
contact
did we
him and
rescue
he's
it? This is
dead.
what I don't remember.
He was trapped.
So it says exploration of the Halt of Reflection revealed a room with a bottle/urn which Ulborin knocked over. This released a genie-like creature called Tutani. He said he was cursed by a woman.
Oh,
who
you've got
meddled too
Dutani,
much.
have you?
Tutani, yeah. With a
Oh,
T.
Tutani.
Yeah. He claimed to come from somewhere else with beautiful greenery, possibly the Feywild, and lived in a golden city. Corim gave him the names of the group. Tutani said, when he returns to his home, his promise is worth a lot. If the adventurers ever see him again, he will owe them each a favour. A broken bottle seems to be where the creature came from. The label read, a gift with compliments M.
Ooh.
From probably Mothmill at the time.
I think you might need to contact that one.
I
You've
don't,
got
yeah, he
existing
said
history.
if we ever see him again, he'll
Yeah.
owe
Well,
each a favour. So maybe we need to go to
we,
him.
we can't get to him.
We could ask,
Fucking ask him to come to us.
where you at, Tutani?
Say,
Get here.
It's not just our world that's in danger, it's every world. He's going to
Yeah.
pull Anglan back from a different plane, so
Yeah, that's what I think was coming
so
next.
that's
is
why I'm
Anglan
saying
coming back.
we need to, which is why we need to go to Anglan and find out what this white gate is. But
Yeah, let's be honest, it's the incident with the stone that created him.
Oh yeah,
So he's like, he's
yeah,
fucking around with that. He
no
wasn't-
drums is going to
yeah. He's poking that bush. You know.
we're
not in
in,
an inefficient way.
we're in the temple, we're in the tower, we're near the place where we told that bit was.
Are we going to do anything about Darius?
Leave him the fuck alone.
Are we?
It's absolutely
Yeah.
What
He's
are
fucked
we
up,
going to
man.
do?
I didn't. It was mega suspicious.
James
Oh, no, yeah,
literally
yeah.
just walked through the door, and all you heard was Ross said, "So what are we going to do?"
We're going to get the cannon and use it as a suppository.
What are we going to say to Tani?
Yo, Tutani.
Yo,
So,
dude,
You suffered from a bit of decision
we're
paralysis.
cashing in that
No,
favour.
no, we're there.
We need the favour.
Yeah, so
We
we-
need
we've
the
got-
favour. 4 words.
Right, I'm casting sending to
Come
burn.
find us.
Okay.
Yeah, come and find us
Temple of Darius.
at the Temple of Dariss.
Fate is gaining power. This is to burn. Fate is gaining power from the gods. We need your help. Can alter time and space. Find us. Tower of Dariss. Lower level.
Added the extra bit something.
I mean, everyone knows where the fuck we are anyway.
Probably.
Not safe. Everything can be heard here. Stay away. He's coming.
burns up Shit Creek.
Who's coming? Who's coming?
Powerful ally. Another one lost.
Burns her right off.
Where is she?
Didn't say.
Nothing.
She is panicked. Told us to stay away. I rarely hear fear
Stay away from where?
from her. She sounded like she was hiding. Quiet voice.
Should say anything else.
When you know, you know.
Yeah.
Cannot leave her.
Apparently they can hear our sendings.
Who can?
She says they can hear us. So I think we need to stop sending for a start, if that's true.
That is the logical
Not safe.
conclusion.
Everything can be heard here. Stay away. He is coming. We've not been told that.
Okay.
We've just been told it's not safe where she is, and she's panicking and what? Right,
Yeah.
just said.
No, so she said stay away then.
Do you have any
Not
other
this.
way of contacting this powerful entity?
Well, we know where she lives. We could walk up to her front door.
Oh, not burn. I'm guessing you mean the
Oh,
genie.
the genie.
We don't even know where he lives.
Golden City on some green plain.
Golden
Feywild.
City on some green plain.
Could be Feywild, could be the Grey Green, could be third unknown.
Do we risk another message? What danger is there? The enemies go after this strange green place. Means they're far away from us at least.
Throw the cities under the bus.
Fuck 'em.
Yes.
If we don't destroy
One by
fate,
one.
all cities will be destroyed.
I was going to say, there is no. We're in war now. It becomes numerics.
I say
Sadly.
we try and contact him.
Yes.
I agree.
Probably best if you do this one because he knows you. I've
Right.
never met the guy. I don't know what I'm sending to.
Right. Send it to the genie.
Whose name was what again, sorry?
Tutani.
Notes, I believe.
Tutani.
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 It's Tutani. According to probably the better notes, now that she's found it.
Now I can spell G.
Unagi. Ubabu. This is the-
script. He's going off script.
This is the warm up for casting any sending spell. Semantics.
We need the favour repaid. It's a single word, repaid. Come find us at the Tower of Dariss.
Urgency. Call to action.
Imminent threat.
Although that might find his
Global threat. Universal, multiversal threat.
There
this is coming.
is an urgent, imminent global threat. Request help now.
Love it. Got urgent and imminent. And now, what more? You make so many sales with that.
There's a beat.
Your friend.
Your friend.
Your friend and saviour. Orange.
It's going so well.
And say that, yeah, it depends on how he reads it. He might take it the wrong way.
Actually, no, because I went.
No, it's sent
Now,
out.
I got up to 10. I only had 12, so I got
1,
to
2, 3,
your
4,
friend.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 is your friend, so
Your friend,
the
yeah.
and Saviour Corin
You got it cut
does not
off
go.
before you were a dick.
That's right. Probably not a bad thing.
Your friend.
Yeah.
How delightful.
At least it wasn't your friend and owner.
There is a beat before the voice comes back. Yes, of course. I don't recognize your voice. Have we met? End.
Smack that with a spear. He's bullshitting you. He knows exactly who you are. Milk them spell slots.
Yes, we have met.
So begins the text.
Remember the
Hall of Mirrors.
Hall of Mirrors? And the broken vial.
Say your name. Give her a fucking name.
Corin.
High Earl of Dariss.
The Hall of Mirrors, of course, at the carnival.
Fucking with. Absolutely fucking with you.
Shit. Wasn't worth
Final demand, Corin.
You owe me, you.
Will you honour your word? To us.
Sweet.
Oh. How's your charisma, Corin?
Well, I think it's something similar to my strength.
Not good.
Oh, for fuck's sake, that's... persuasion.
You've got the cold.
Come on, roll the dice before you check out your +1 bonus.
Yeah.
+1, that's ambitious.
I've got +5 in my persuasion for some reason.
What?
Yeah, look, I'm
Proficient.
yeah.
You got. You're proficient in all the talking things.
Yeah, I got +7 in my religion, +9 in my insight.
Ironically, I'm
That's
also
that's a
proficient.
cold call.
Just check again.
What?
I don't need to check. I could have pretty much guessed what my plus was.
What do you get?
3.
I was a +0.
Yeah.
That's great. Good job.
Why don't you all rest on it? We'll talk in the morning.
Maybe I'll rest on it. We'll talk in the morning.
You said that.
Is there anyone else?
I do not hold out much hope for the repayment of the debt from the genie. He is a tricky one.
Maybe find him and force his hand.
Find him and kill him next time.
Yeah.
Do you still have that?
You should have mentioned we called them burners.
Do you still have that magic jar?
I do.
Yes, get him in it.
The only others that I can think of are not as powerful as the ones that I just
I think at some point the other harvesters may be a possibility, but we need to do more research. So I would like to go to the Great Library before then. Since my earliest memories are in Kazara, if there's any more information, the very first temple to fate was established in Kazara. I mean, we could even send someone to visit.
Well, let us rest.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
It has been a long, long day.
Does anyone need anything identifying now? Before we kip?
possibly some of these books, but we will.
Some of them are magical.
Possibly these books.
Not all of them.
Whilst taking a shit in the corner, I'll start identifying.
Oh,
again?
yes! Rhino back to his old days!
Hey, it's been a day. It's a nervous poo.
Is there any
Don't sit on the road!
Corin,
Yes, that's it. Just take it down.
is there any further protection around the seat?
Around the seat.
No.
I merely wanted to encompass the seat so that no one could travel in or out of the chamber.
No one fucking sit on that while we're resting. No one.
I will start walking towards it.
I would advise
Very
against staying away from it. You remember old Warren, don't you?
Yes.
We had problems.
He was right on that seat.
I'm ritual casting.
I just intend to see
identify
whether
my
it still
books.
holds me.
Okay.
I'll do the same.
Harbinger may want to.
You're gonna keep the
follow
books to
me
yourself
just
and
in case
identify
I make some saves or something.
I
I
shall
go
follow
over there.
Dramos.
Is it just the 6 books?
I'll follow Dramos over to the
Because
chair.
if that's all we've got, I'm sure Reinhold's
There's-
got benefits to
there's-
do than
there's
identify
mine.
plain old crappy books. And I'll look after the issue myself.
Okay, you got 4 books, right?
I mean, I grabbed a handful.
Yeah,
The arm's full.
you got 4. You got
In the cloak.
3. That's right.
Bum bum.
I thought you said he
Wherever
had
I could put a
6.
book.
Did I say you got 6?
Oh,
Yeah,
did you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You said
thanks.
6.
That's
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. My bad. All right. We'll play it one by one then. So, Living Tree.
Living
Just the
Tree.
study of sentient trees.
By Randon Lau.
Quite a lengthy and drearily written book. Basic spellcraft. Non-magical book detailing the very basics of cantrips. Aimed
light.
at young adults.
Oh, nice.
Start somewhere. Nothing wrong with GCSEs.
Magical item. Book of Understanding.
Ooh. This is Peridot's private collection.
Would you like me to tell
Yeah.
you what it
Why
does?
do we
Or
have the basic spellbook for young adults?
there's the whole collection of books there.
It goes all the way up
Oh,
to
yeah, yeah,
9
yeah.
level spells.
Terrible. filing
It's got a
system.
little inscription on the front.
He's got Summon Ravaran.
Book of Tome of Understanding, actually.
Oh.
It contains intuition and insight exercises, and its words are charged with magic. If you spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer studying the book's contents and practicing its guidelines, your wisdom score increases by 2,
That is fucking huge.
as does your maximum for that score.
That is fucking massive for
I
a
will
cleric.
give you everything I
No,
own for that.
he's absorbing that now.
Yeah,
He's
the-
like,
it is,
oh!
The book
Oh,
then
God,
loses
yeah.
its magic for a century.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
it's a
you,
one-time fucker! Oh! What? How long do you have to spend?
48 hours over 6 days.
48 hours over 6 days. That's a lot of exercises.
Loses its magic for a century.
Yeah.
I'll buy it off you after.
It's just a waiting game. 'Cause you'll be dead or
it's,
gone.
it's just a big old book that you need to carry around now. I'll give you a copper.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Study of the Stars.
Ah. That might be potent.
And the final one is Languages of the Undead. Ross.
Hello.
Ravelly.
Yeah.
The first one of these is called The World's Words,
World's Word.
which is a study of esoteric and lost words.
Oh.
So Jiggle Banger is in there.
That's the one I read when I want to fall asleep.
Oh, I know what to wipe my ass with.
Wait,
Go
that's my
on.
book.
Next one, which is magical, is the Book of Forbidden Law.
Book of Forbidden Law. This is top
An
shelf.
ancient book written by the demon Weaver. When attuned to the book, you have advantage on Arcana, History, and Religion checks. You can use your action to identify a fiend you can see by name. The book has 4 charges and regains 1d4 charges every time you complete a long rest. You may use your action to cast Clairvoyance for 1 charge, Identify for 1 charge, Locate Object for 2 charges, Locate Creature for 2 charges, or True Seeing for 3 charges.
True seeing. Fuck.
You're working way too fast.
Does it die when it reaches 0? Is it one of them?
It is, but if you are in the void or any of the hells, the book holds twice as many charges and regains 1d6 plus 2 per day instead of 1d4.
So that's the spicy book. Any other magical books?
On the third one that he has, the History of Lenses for Vision.
History of Lenses for Vision. Is that a magical?
No.
Lenses. Glasses aren't really a thing, are they?
They have been used on. You've seen them on things like gnomes.
Monocles
Yeah,
and slightly
like that.
different ones. History of Lenses for Vision. Right.
The Book of Forbidden Law can only be attuned to by a tiefling.
Ooh.
They're all shit, Jamos. Burn it.
So you've got to be a tiefling. You've got to be able to read Infernal. You've got to have an intelligence of 15 or more.
Jamos, this book's quite
that one.
fucking literally made for you.
Oh no!
But he's 2.
Well, I've got to increase my intelligence by 4,
Oh, God.
Ooh.
and I'll be fine.
You need 2 books like his.
Yeah.
That'll increase my wisdom, which I need to increase by 5.
Or 200 years.
Not gonna lie, it's a spicy book. I'll explain everything that it does.
Oh no, still need 100 years. Read it first. Wait 100 years.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I'll explain in detail the things, but it's like this is it's just like very lucky that it seemed, dare I say it, it was your fate. Ugh. Hand it over. Oh, sorry, just watch the corner.
I know these things are not a joking matter.
If you can't find the funny, what's the point? But yeah, I'm shit scared. You've got History of Lenses, World Words, Study of Esoteric Lost Words. That seems like absolute dribble. But yeah, alright. 1 good book out of 3.
That'll be interesting, I'm sure.
I mean, unless you want to become an optometrist on the 3rd one.
I
Look
could use
over at
an
Harbinger.
optometrist.
May I present?
I could genuinely use some glasses.
Can I flick through the history of lenses? Is it like a basic study of
Eyesight and how it is that some people can't see things clearly. And
If your paladin is blind.
Can I kind of go to the index or the contents or whatever it is? Is there anything specifics that I can maybe use against Ravaran? Maybe wizards have a blind spot under their nose.
being published by Games Workshop, there is no index. The first 90% of the book is lore.
It's just talking about like,
10 pages about lenses at the back.
With the important information in a sidebar.
Yeah. Small font. Okay.
While they're doing the identify, are you going with us to the chair, or are you going to sit in the middle?
We're basically in a chamber that's got a tunnel leading off it, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a few tunnels.
There's a few tunnels leading up a large cave.
But the main tunnel that accesses this chamber, I'm basically going to camp myself in there as a sentry guard.
Sure.
So I'll just bed down and just keep in guard. No one's going in.
There's also a hatch at the back which led somewhere else, but
There was two.
Yeah, there is.
From what I
Behind.
remember, we came in the one way. There was another exit, and
the hatch that leads down to a large chamber
squarish.
with columns,
Yeah,
and there's a big
squarish.
Dariss symbol on the floor, and there was a raised platform.
That's right, and there was a door that went led outside.
Led to the outside ledge,
Yeah.
yeah.
What was on the platform?
So anyone would
Might
find
have
out.
to. Might have
Anyway.
to go and have a look again.
Over to the chair.
You killed it.
Why are we going over to the chair then?
See if it still holds power.
I think it does.
Then we know he hasn't got this one. The chairs hold the avatars, don't they?
Yes. Be careful.
Which is why I'm with you two.
I'm gonna wander over with Ramos.
Okay.
Yep. Just head over.
You can feel a magical aura from the bottom of the dais.
Harbinger, can you feel anything within?
I will. I'll use my own senses first, and then I'll use the divine sense.
Okay. So you both go over to the thing, right? You can have an intelligence save for everyone, both of you.
Oh, good. Intelligence.
Just establish what my
Sorry.
save is.
I was
becoming
going
Venus
with.
above.
I was with.
Oh, you can make an
Dramos.
intelligence saving throw as well.
Fuck.
There's +5 from you.
Sorting out the basement, cleaning out the rats. Here we go.
I could be finding these two. 23.
12.
What did you roll?
12. We're obviously not intelligent because we went towards the chair.
Told you not to poke the fucking chair.
Yeah.
I'm
The
going to
first
use a
thing we
luck
did.
point because it's telling me I have one left.
God, how many lucks have I got?
Is it worth
2.
What's your plus?
5.
5?
What did you roll?
An 8. I have a -1 to my intelligence.
Fuck's sake. Right, okay, I think I've got 14. Because I ain't got anything on my intelligence.
As you approach the dais, there is an overwhelming magical energy around it, as you would have felt for any number of magical items you touched. A soothing, reliable, comforting energy. Not unlike that you feel when you approach a place of worship for your god. There is the presence of an entity here who has a benevolence that's unmistakable. There is an entity here that seeks to pervert your mind. There is no doubt about it as you try and shake it off. Icy fingers are in your head trying to manipulate your thoughts.
Oh my god, what have we done?
Harbinger and Corin start to step up the dais towards the chair.
Isn't it beautiful, Corin?
Right.
I
Have you read
will-
Hallow?
Hmm?
Have you read Hallow?
Yeah.
I will use my bonus action to.
So, the non-charm thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is not
You're
gonna
not.
be a
You're not charmed. You're just convinced that this is a.
Possessed?
You're
Because
not
I can't.
possessed.
Because I can't. People in my aura can't be charmed or frightened.
You're not charmed. There is a benevolent, godlike entity here, much like your own.
I'm on the way.
I'm going to telekinetically shove Corin using my bonus action.
Okay.
It is a strength saving throw against my DC, which is 18.
Son of a
Yeah, might have actually
The
made
one
it.
that
What's
you
your
really
strength?
want to.
What, with the
Let us get
gauntlet
plus
rogue
5.
strength I'm
Oh,
wearing?
right, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I've saved.
You saved. Okay.
And I will grab for Harbinger. So I'll kind of like just shove, grab, and try
Okay.
and pull.
You grab hold of him. I mean, it's not like any of you are thinking about sitting in the chair. You're aware of the danger of it. But you know that this is a positive, beneficial feeling that you've got from here.
This could help us.
Close your minds off.
This could help
Close
us.
our minds off.
This is what we've been
Yes.
looking for.
close your minds off or back away, you're moving closer. Are you conscious you're moving closer?
Yes, it's very
Then
friendly.
move back.
Can I take a step back?
Yeah, you can take a step back.
I'll cast Thaumaturgy on myself. I will start booming out. I can feel you in my mind.
Who are you talking to?
Can I
If
stop?
the voice echoing, they're going to start charging up.
Don't get too close.
Well, yeah, not too close. Weapon drawn.
Who are you? We can possibly help you to save you from something I don't think you want.
No response.
This could help us.
I thought we're sleeping and not fucking with the chair.
There's something in there.
We
that
know
could
there's
help
something in
us.
there. I very much doubt it. Remember what happened before?
It is an evil being.
How do you know it's evil?
What do you sense?
Something that is eager to help. Something that is good and calm.
Is that what you sense?
Yes.
I have a ring which protects my mind. I can feel icy fingers running through it. It is trying to manipulate my thoughts, my feelings. It has obviously got to you two, which is why I pulled you both back.
See.
Can
I never liked these chairs, to be honest.
Can I divine sense?
Yes.
I'll look at check.
As you look at it, divine sense, you almost see a glimmering holy form sat in that chair. You also feel a kinship, like it's a paladin. And you're in the midst of its aura, much like your own.
They're like me. It's a paladin. Who is your god? I'll shout.
I feel the only way that we would communicate with them is by sitting in the chair.
We should.
You should not.
I think.
We know they're here.
I need to rest
We know they're
before I
here.
do anything else.
So step away from that damn chair.
All I wanted to know.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
I'm
with
going
me.
to walk away from the chair.
As soon as you step off the dais, the feeling goes immediately. Like absolute cold slamming over the top of you. That effect is gone. And everything that Dramos said makes sense.
I feel different. Are you still? Is Harbinger still on the dais?
Yeah.
Step off the dais.
Why?
I feel like a charm has been lifted from my mind. Now that I'm standing here. Everything Dramos says has just made sense to me. I do not understand why I wanted to approach so close to the chair.
It is baiting you. You know this, Harbinger.
Remember what happened to Ulbarin? He became possessed.
Not being compelled, you do have free will.
I'll step off then.
Yeah. And as soon as you step back off the first step of the dais, the feeling goes immediately. It's like a weight of resistance comes down upon you as you step back.
It's like waking up when you realise you didn't win a lottery.
Not about that one. That sucks.
Oh,
Oh god.
I
No,
really
it's worse.
thought-
It's like getting the email that says, "We've got some news about you.
Oh yeah.
You've got a win on your account."
£2.50.
Please sign in.
yeah.
Yeah, I hate that every
Really?
single time it gets me.
It's now. Apparently they phone you and win over £1,000.
Are there any
Do they?
symbols?
Oh shit! I ignore
That can
phone
see
calls
from
like
worry.
that.
And there's the remains of etching around the dais, but it's been a long time
What the numbers?
and worn away.
I'm really disappointed. For a moment there I thought whatever was on there really convinced me that they were gonna help.
They're powerful beings.
No wonder fate is so tormented. He's got 6 of them in him.
Whoever you are, I'll direct this directly. I'll just look directly to the chair. Whoever you are, we can help. There is one who is going after your kind, taking you for their purposes. Your brothers, sisters, siblings, whatever you want to call them, a lot are already gone.
How?
We need help for your parent. He's probably going to die as well. You are either with us or against us. Whichever side you choose, one is coming for you.
Stone chair says nothing.
I'm going to
Fucking hell.
move a substantial distance away and basically sit down, cross my legs, and then start to rest.
Bed rolls out, armour's off, down the kit.
Okay.
I've tried to get a central position that puts me in distance of most of the group, and then same armour off, leg roll out. Resting time.
Resting.
Resting.
Resting. Towards the entrance there.
Yes.
Who's anyone
Hi,
watching?
I'm on watch.
Travel method.
You're leaving Dravos on watch by himself.
You can.
Yes.
You can.
Hey buddy, what you doing?
Not resting.
Reading the book.
Read it.
Oh yeah.
Which I believe I can,
Cram that book.
I can still do while short resting.
Yes.
So you're going to start logging up the hours, I suppose.
8 hours, that is. I've got another 40 to get.
It's worth it.
So what do you do? You have to do it in what? In 6 days?
Yep.
Yeah,
Shit, that's actually quite a lot, isn't it?
yeah, man.
You're gonna have
It is in the
so
current
many hours
circumstances.
of shit
If you
could
found
do.
it in a Dragon's Hoard and then you had 2 weeks off, no problem.
Yeah.
But under the high pressure situation we're currently in,
I think Scanlan got a charisma one.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he just
And
like
he just
stayed
didn't
up
sleep.
every
He
night.
He didn't
3 days
sleep.
straight.
He
So
just
close to
read it. He
death.
went all the way through it, and he was
Yeah.
knackered.
Yeah.
3 levels of exhaustion or something like
Yeah.
that. It's
All
fine.
right. Dramos, how you keeping watch?
I'll be in the area which is. I'll be in the middle of the group and I'll keep a lookout, watching round, see that mouse reading and not paying any attention.
He's doing his exercises as well.
He's squatting.
It was an exercise book. You better.
Exercise book, I'm mumbling.
So I'm going to keep looking around every 10 minutes, kind of like get a certain position, keep an eye on him.
Alright. So you're doing that, you're reading a book. You 4 go to sleep. And presumably Rasfin as well. Harbinger Gartok. Reinhold and Corin.
Oh.
The beginning
Sorry.
of a rest.
Can I just, because I'm
No, I'm speaking now. No, carry on.
I'm getting a short rest.
I'm a bit confused.
I'm allowed to read while I'm short resting.
I thought we were in that chamber there.
That's the chamber I'm thinking of.
Oh, right, okay. I thought there was more than one exit out of it.
There is something behind the dais. There was a small hatch behind the dais.
Right, okay.
And that's where you went down to the other location.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it was like in the floor or something.
Yeah, alright.
So, the rest, well received, welcome. Your eyes close, and your companions slip away from you swiftly. Your bodies are tired. You need this rest. The dream comes vividly. Bright lights, cool ocean breeze, flowing through the windows, curtains billowing in. Curtains, light, silken curtains. You find yourselves together in a large room, white arches all around, pillows strewn around the floor. A bevy of men and women in various states of undress lay sprawled upon.
I'm lucid
This
dreaming
is
again.
deeply uncomfortable. But
Sprawled upon the cushions. A low table is in front of you, filled with grapes, melons, jugs of wine, ale. And at the opposite side, blue-skinned Tutani
Yes.
lay back. Oh, I thought you would never rest. So,
Am I dressed?
yes. Yes,
yeah.
we're very far away. This is the best way I could do it. I am, of course, obliged to fulfill my oath. I promised you I would offer you some aid, and here you are.
It is very much appreciated.
Eat, drink, partake in one of the ladies or the men if you prefer. Would you like this? Would this be a suitable repayment for the debt?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, I'll have one for free anyway. You certainly need a drink or some food inside you.
I'm drinking. I'm grabbing the jug.
That's my boy.
Oh god!
That's
Right there.
my boy. Where are the others?
Bear's watching over us while we sleep.
Ah, boring. You should be here drinking. Nothing bad can happen to you while you're here. It is fine.
Inside.
Too busy drinking.
I think that is an 18.
No,
It's just a phrase.
He seems.
Turn a phrase.
Yeah, you've heard those words before, but he seems jovial and not in a threatening way.
Yeah.
There's no undertone.
Thank you for giving us this audience.
No, not at all. You can spend some time here with me and we'll have a good time. Nice and relaxed. You'll wake up feeling fresh.
It is a pleasure to see someone with such a good mood after the ordeal that we faced in the previous days.
Was trapped in a small vase for a very long time and I did not like it. But I'm free now. My powers give me much. And I grant goodness and health to all of those around me.
Where are we?
Oh, you're in my home. I would not leave the confines, though. It would disturb your rest. Stay within this room.
But where is your home?
Huh. Far enough away for it to be difficult for you to physically travel here. Don't worry, as long as you're with me.
Filling my pockets full of food.
It won't be there when you wake up.
Fuck! Start eating it.
Enjoy it now. Enjoy it. That's it. That's it. Enjoy it now. As long as you're with me, you'll rest.
We face a problem. It is not just us. It's something that will encompass and devour everything in existence.
Yes, it always is.
It is the usurper fate who is taking the powers of the other gods.
Yes, terrible. Date?
The date.
Good.
Oh. A date.
Tribal.
Or a
Delicious.
date.
Do you have any wine?
Yes, help yourself.
No, I
Plenty
finished
on the
it.
table. You look down at the wine container and it is full.
Oh, good God, yes!
I'll take a glass. Please.
That was on Reinald's mouth.
We shared a bed, it's fine.
Do you not worry. His influence will, I'm sure, reach even here.
But not today.
Not today, no.
And
But
maybe
soon.
not tomorrow.
He has control of time.
I have control of time while I'm in this room.
He has control of time everywhere.
No, I'd not go outside then. That sounds awful. Look, I was in the middle of quite an extensive carnal episode. I put it all on hold
God, I
to
wish
spend time, granting you what you want. So why don't we just, deal with what you want, then we can get back down to, having some good fulfillment.
Alright.
I see.
Can we confer briefly? We didn't expect to see you.
I hinted, can't resist a little to and fro.
Would you give us 10 minutes to maybe refresh ourselves? and
Do you want to wake up?
No.
No problem. You wake up from your dreams immediately in the cavern.
Just me? Or
No, all of you.
Why?
Is what Harbinger shouts as she sits up suddenly from her
Why?
bedroll.
I just had the weirdest fucking dream.
I was there.
Shh! Some of us are trying to concentrate.
Go back to sleep.
Right, I'll check my pockets.
Tani.
No food in there.
Fuck!
And your mouth is so dry.
You were there.
Drool everywhere.
Some pleasure palace with Jutani.
I want to go back.
I hope I didn't make that my wish.
I'll go back to sleep.
Well, how does he go off? Okay.
If
Maybe
you
we
can
should try to go back.
truly offer us wish miracles, what do we ask for?
That's what
I
I was
think-
asking. We had time to discuss, and he woke us up.
Possibly the location of star arms.
I think that's
That is one bit of information that we could request.
Do I get back in? Do I go back into the Matrix?
You just got your eyes shut. Like a kid on Christmas. Everybody's talking so loud.
I was so happy there.
You need to choose your words wisely.
Yes, I do not think he can be trusted. I'm unsure of the power that he wields.
If I understand the power correctly, he will be forced to grant you whatever you ask, but it will be down to the wording. You can ask to have a lifetime's worth of gold, but there could be a catch attached to it. That lifetime's worth of gold could be just one big block of gold, which is then effectively worthless
Or it could be one gold piece and you die
in a moment.
in the next moment.
So whatever you ask, choose your words wisely. Asking for knowledge of the star arms would be good, but it is the ones that we don't know about which we need to understand more about.
So if I ask for the current whereabouts of each of the star arms, the current location of each of the star arms,
Something that might be more useful
precise
would be
location of each. It's on the prime material plane.
something
gonna
that
say,
might be
Astro,
more
yeah.
useful would be either directly for asking for them, but you would need to know all of their names.
I do not think we'd be able to ask for all of them.
Or-
and we do not know their names. Not
Something that will point out where they are at any point in time. Well, at the precise time that you are looking at the item. Such as a compass which knows what you really want.
So if I asked for I would ask to know the location, the precise location of each of the star arms at any point in time.
That could potentially fill your mind with multiple places across
Yeah.
the depths of time.
It's too vague.
Yes. Yes.
I think if you ask for
Today.
an object or an item which will guide you towards
Last known location.
guide you towards the current location
Yeah. Okay.
and plane of the star arm that you think of, we could potentially get something which does that, maybe with a twist on it. But as I say, it's all in the wording.
So which star arms are we looking at?
We are looking for 7 that we know of. Well, you
But
know
we
there are
only
7.
know the names of
4.
4.
So that could be the catch, is that we need to know the names. So maybe we ask for the ones where we don't know the names.
Or we could. We know that Ravaran owns the wand. So
We know the name of 4.
if I ask for an item that will direct me to
I would
Zekas,
I would say an item which will direct us to the star arm we're closest to.
no, because that will just direct us there.
I thought
Excluding
you were right to say
that's alright.
the precise location of each of the star arms, right?
The precise current
But then they will
location of
Yeah.
each of the star arms.
But if we know roughly where they are,
And by the time we come to find them, they could have moved a great distance.
Yes. Well, the
I can teleport us in the mere seconds.
yeah, but it's going to give us a good idea. It's going to give us a good idea. If we know one's in Angler, it's probably on the Galeon. If one is, yes, they could move, but it is unlikely.
if someone is carrying them, then
It
the
is-
likelihood is that they will move.
It is your choice. I would go with an item which will point to where they are and the plane they are on. And then we can follow that to help guide us to where they are. We know where 4 are, or who has them. The other 3 we haven't got anything about. This will at least give us an indication of a direction to follow or a place to travel to. If we know where they are right now, they could be gone in mere moments.
Maybe a map that shows the location of the star arms
A bit
at all
like-
times.
A bit like,
The one from Harry Potter.
I think something like the Marauder.
Yeah.
That's a word coming
The
into
star
my
arm
mind.
map.
I will leave it. I will leave
I am
it
up
in your
to
hands.
murder.
If he is
Honestly
contacting me
say I'm
through
going to kill you.
sleep, then I will not be able to aid unless someone else stays and watch. But I will leave it in your arm, in your hands.
Do I get to sleep?
Well, I'm going to.
No, they're
I
talking so
need
loud.
to
Fuck!
rest.
Yes.
I would trust in your negotiating abilities.
The Harbinger is a better negotiator than I am.
I am persuasive when I wish to be, mainly with my sword.
Well,
But I am not necessarily a good negotiator.
Gartok, are you willing to guard us whilst we rest? I think we will enter this other dimension with Tatuni, the genie. And I'm not sure how long we will be there.
Just so you know, I think I'm going to ask him to bring Altina to us. So,
I'm not
Quite
sure
sure
that
his
is a
words
good
were
idea.
Owes each of us a favour.
yeah. does that, there will be a nightmare. Like literal nightmare.
Yes.
In the cabin.
I still have powers.
So Darius said I will have to fight Altivo to get this thing on his head.
I still have powers.
Yes, I will. I will stay awake.
Thank you.
Enjoy your book.
I am. If there are any spare wishes, I wish to be huge. Just saying.
It will ask for a huge finger.
And.
We got rid of the
Hand.
item. We
Oh,
got
shit,
rid
you
of
did,
it.
didn't we? Well, I mean,
Also, I
we
need
just
one
chucked
of
it off the edge of the thing.
How about a light of grace?
No, we gave it. We gave it to.
We gave it to the gods.
We gave it to the gods. We were like, here you go.
I will settle into my bedroll and try and get some sleep.
Okay.
Change in the order of the watch.
Has a drink
You're
of
staying
water.
up. You staying up still?
Fuck yeah.
They can't give you +2 wisdom.
Oh, a frustrating hour passes. You're trying to get to sleep, and eventually, sleep will take you.
I don't think of all the people I've murdered.
Straight out.
Yeah.
Back in the room. So quickly you were gone. It was like I did this, and you were gone and back again. Drink. Eat. Partake.
I don't feel it when I wake up. It's.
But you feel it here.
Enjoy the moment, Reinhardt.
You switched.
Yes.
You weren't here. Where is the...
He is watching ghosts.
Oh, you'll be fine. You should all
Here,
come.
yes. Maybe. Where we are, possibly not.
While you're here, no time is passing. When I wake you up, it will be exactly the moment that you fell asleep.
Well, that's very useful.
Have the others told you why we sought your aid?
Oh, so you seem very confused. Not confused, enthusiastic, if anything. Please.
I don't know. It feels weird.
Enjoy yourself, Reinhardt.
Ah, go on then. Got the food this time.
That's it. Yes. Pour me one. Pour me one. Why not? Excellent. So good. So good.
It was a while ago since we rescued you.
It's just
Helps
my
you leave
escape.
your situation.
Well, you don't need to go into the details too much. Let's just say I'm grateful that you're here.
And we are grateful to you.
And I'm glad to see you here. One to tick off my list. And here you are, able to ask for anything you want. Anything. Think of the breadth. I mean, my powers are not limitless. But I can do a lot. So, I might be forced to say no. I cannot make it always sunny. Except here, it's always sunny here. I cannot make it always sunny or always dark. I can change a lot of things. I cannot make people gone.
I don't think I have a horse in this race. I didn't help you, but I appreciate the Brenner. What time is it here? Dinner. Fine. I'll keep eating.
There is no time here. You're a guest. You're a guest with friends, and you are welcome to enjoy as much as you want. Have you discussed you need more time? Enjoy a lady or
We
a gentleman while you are concluding your deal. I'm not an asshole. I'm not going to trick
We
you.
do not think you are.
Of course you do. If I were you, I would expect me to try and trick you. And I'm not going to do that.
I try not to screw other people in front of my friends, so I'll continue with the food. Thank you.
If you want privacy, there is a lacy curtain.
No, we don't separate. We don't split the party.
Not even behind lacy curtains.
You can all
Especially not with a lacy
Especially not a lacy curtain.
Oh, you can all go behind the curtain at the same time or not. I don't care.
I need accountability.
You are a mystery to me. You shit in front of everybody, but will not fornicate alone.
You've been watching me.
Of course I have.
Right. Do as you please.
No, I'm alright.
I believe we are in a safe space.
You must give in to your needs and emotions. Let me tell you, denial over a long period of time is so destroying. If you give in to your needs, it will rejuvenate you, make you stronger.
Food is one thing, but my heart's for one.
These are not real. They are puppets for entertainment. They have no feelings, no emotions, no sad feelings or happy feelings, except in what they will represent to you to aid in your joy.
Then
You could be with one of these ladies or gentlemen, and even if you were married, it would not be cheating, because they are not real. They're as real as your hand.
It's pretty real.
look around at them. Can I try and insight?
As you look round, it's like as you look round, there's a bunch of them. They smile for your gaze as it comes round. But as your gaze moves past them, they go to a more neutral expression.
Can I try and insight one of them to see if there is any
Go for
recognition
it.
of a soul?
Insight
See
fuck.
no, no. See if they're slaves.
Yeah.
Reinhold's genuinely actually not interested. Math 21.
No, you don't think they're slaves. You think they seem very emotional and happy, but you're getting the same sense as you would from a golem.
Sex golems. Are you a worshipper of Imogen?
I expect the art on my desk by Monday.
And the price.
Got it.
Are you a worshipper of Imogen?
Worshipper. I'm just a dabbler. Worship is so... Well, it's like suggests I'm a servant of some kind. I'm all about freedom. You
So-
could cut loose yourself.
Where exactly are we?
You are in a place of my devising. Except, unlike previous prisons, this one is mine. I'm near the Golden City. Golden City adjacent. No one can come in without my permission.
Where is
Really, you're not even here. Just your thoughts.
and where is the Golden City?
Far from where you are at the moment. And far from fate. Long may it remain. Long may it remain.
Which plane is it on?
Look, I'm not giving you directions to my house. We've only just met. Let's
I
just...
do not want directions to your house. I just wish to know where the Golden City is. It may be of use to us.
It may be of use to you. It is on a higher plane. Let us say it is as close to the gods as you could get.
Thank you. We have had a discussion. There are two things that we would like to ask for.
Two things.
I believe the deal was a favour each to your rescuers.
I'm listening.
The first is
Would you like a banana?
I am okay, thank you.
They're good.
They do look very good. The first is of a item which will help direct us to what are known as the Star Arms. We wish to have a map of the world and or other locations which shows where the items are at that point in time. Not necessarily tracking them, but when we look at them, where they are and which plane they are on.
Sounds more like a booklet than a map.
I'm sure someone of your capabilities is able to make it into something you can swipe or something with.
I could do this for you. That's a small thing indeed.
It will aid us greatly because
And I would be happy to fulfill your needs.
Do you know the names of the Starons?
Let me think. Now I do, yes.
if the names could be what shows us where they are.
Oh, certainly. Kratok, obviously Azurak, Zuskan, Zekus, Reskira, Kiris, Prages Tumarin.
Please slow down.
Reskeeler. It's all I got.
For God's sake!
Big law drop.
Why would
Pras-
you do
Pras-
this?
Law drop.
Prastugarim.
It's just a Scrabble thrown at the floor.
Okay.
And it's
Okay.
Please spell each of these. into-
Zuskan,
Zusk.
We got that one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
That's
we got this kid.
Cruel Justice.
Yep,
Azurak,
Got
Yeah.
that
that's Mace,
Kratok,
Yes.
which is
Canon.
Canon,
Zekus,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is the wand.
Prages Tumarin,
one. We spelling Praga too.
Prages
You need to be slower
Yeah,
with me.
Just have Tom to respell it
Prages.
for you.
Tumarin.
Oh, I didn't get.
I've got it.
I've got
Don't worry, I've
dyslexia,
got it.
Dad.
There will be a test.
Prestum.
Arin.
Res Kia.
Like IKEA.
WRESS apostrophe KY
percent old school.
IA.
Reskia.
Umlaut.
WRESS.
That would be a nightmare to put in the wiki
KYLA.
every time we have to reference it.
Just
Okay.
all vowels.
If I use it on the keyboard, because the apostrophe is different, it doesn't fucking reference on the wiki.
Oh,
It's
motherfucker.
just really annoying.
You're really going to get upset with the apostrophe in the next one then.
There's 7 of them.
What is it?
Kiris is spelt QI
QI.
apostrophe
1.
RISS.
Curious.
You can leave the apostrophes out if you want, it's fine.
No, I like it.
You know what's going to happen.
But the map won't work if you leave them out.
What are Gestumarin, Rescuer, and Curious?
Rescue is a dagger. Curious is a staff. Pragas Tumarin is a spear.
I think you got that.
Yes, I
sound,
did.
didn't Good.
I got those ones.
Thank you.
Why did we not think of staff?
It was the only one we couldn't figure out. The other is more of a personal connection.
Yes, I am looking to have my steed, Altigo, brought to me.
Is that really what you want? Seriously? I mean, someone like you could have anything, and you wish for this horse to be brought back. You could change your life, be more than you are now. You could be the same as your friends.
How am I different from my friends?
Oh, my dear girl, do you not know? Let us concentrate on your horse. We
No.
should.
What do you mean?
You are not real.
I'm not real.
Well, you shouldn't be, as it were.
I'll say.
Time is a tricky thing. Let us concentrate on the way time is now. That is the most important.
Version of Fates, aren't you? I knew it was
I was
something.
created.
No, it's just that if things were not have changed to the way they are, you would not exist.
Because if fate had not come about, I would not have come about.
Yes, in a fashion. Events have transpired that have made you extra to how things are. So you are, and ones like you are different.
How is that relevant to fate?
Because he can only interfere and control things which are and should be. And if you can't control things, then bring it onto your side. A powerful asset to have. It is a tragic turn of events for you. You're not supposed to be here. But your life is real. Take that. Have fun. Enjoy what you have.
So if we correct the timeline to what it should be,
There will be no harbingers. There never was any harbingers. But it does mean that your beloved god, or enemy, depending on how you look at it, has a certain degree of fear for you.
Because we're the same as him.
Yes, you're not as powerful as him, but there are limitations of his power as far as you are concerned. There's only so far he can push things. He would crave and need control over you, but he could not. He could turn Dramos inside out with a thought, but he cannot do this to you. I do not like him. Not on his side at all. And you do exist. You were never meant to. I'm sorry to bring you this sad news.
I'm not sure that is sad.
You have made a life and meaning, brought joy to many and misery to many more.
thank you for your insight.
The insight is free, like the wine.
That's amazing. Thank you for your time. I wish I did help. Clearly not deserving.
He would like to help in some way.
I get a.
Wording
I
is
actually don't
everything,
deserve
why
anything.
not?
What's that?
Wording is everything.
What about you? You called upon me, great powerful savior. I laughed to myself.
Oh, I didn't think you caught that bit.
Of course I did.
It was.
You play with the big mouth. I do a little bit of back and forth.
It was
Tease each
Corin
other.
who wished for the plan.
I will grant your wish. Some things are closer than you think, of course. Held them in your hands, you have
Yes.
before. Your big, beautiful beast of a man, that magnificent Goliath. Seldom have I seen anything so glorious as him. Holds one in his hand. Your other, the studier, he has held one too. Well, you've been close to the
Raspin.
sword.
Raspin. The dagger.
I will provide you with the map you require. I would be happy to do this if this is a small wish that you have from me. Granted.
That is yours, paid.
Thank you.
Can you aid us with harbingers?
You wish the horse.
You've granted us some insights which we weren't expecting, so I feel asking for Altibo.
Can
Tutani, I am not some peddler in a cheap market. I grant wishes and I give gifts freely. You're my guests in my pocket of pleasure. I am happy to help you. Also, I wish to keep fate away from my little realm.
We will do all we can. we are, as you've already said, we are not impervious or immune to everything that he throws our way, and
He is incredibly powerful, and even I, for all of my powers, of almost godlike level, would not stand in front of him and hope to survive.
I wish to reserve the other favours for now.
I'm not sure. I don't wish to be, even though we are friends, beholden to you forever.
It
And
will not be
also,
forever.
no, because your time is limited. I would not like you to waste wishes by holding on for a tomorrow that never comes.
Which is why I would like to just ponder on my own for a little longer.
Very well. I will allow this. If you call upon me, I will know who and where you are. Call yourself my savior.
Is there a way that I can communicate with you directly?
The same way to call him here.
I do not have that spell.
You'll have to get Corin to contact on your behalf.
Thank you.
Unless you wish to use your wish to get that ability, I could give that to you.
Even though it would be useful, I feel it would be a waste.
I have a.
Another date?
Do you like practical jokes?
Well, I like impractical jokes.
I have a particular vendetta against it.
Tell me more.
His name is Ravaran. He hurt someone very dear to me.
Your horse.
Not quite.
One moment. Yes, I have him in my mind.
I'd like him to have quite a bad lisp. So when he's maybe casting a spell, he might stumble over his own tongue. Just he has to concentrate that little harder when he's under pressure.
Maybe when he sees you.
There's just a. You know what I'm going to do to my point at the tongs if they're there.
I think that would be a fine thing indeed. Unfortunately, it is outside of my power.
Oh.
I could no more. I can grant you things. I can give you knowledge, but I cannot change you.
No,
I cannot make you more handsome than you already are.
Oh,
No more did I increase the size of anything you have.
help me protect my friends.
You do not need to ask me for that. I look at you and I see such power, such masculinity. You
Well, not heard him squeal.
Panic.
Maybe I will, the lacy curtain over there. You are a powerful man. Powerful. I need to grant you nothing to make you powerful. Nothing.
Very kind.
No. Very honest.
Money. No, it's alright. I'm poor as fuck.
Is there an item that you desire?
Is there an item? Yes. Give me some. What's the word? Armor that would embody the will of Dariss. Protect me to protect my friends.
You would be charging into battle at the first drop of a pin. But it does sound great.
Sounds like Dariss.
I've got some armour you can have.
Not my armor.
Is that something you'd be able
Nobody
to
wants
help
that.
Reinhold with?
It would be, as you say, I am not beholden to give Reinhold a wish. I am liable to give you a favour.
You
And
don't
maybe
owe
one
me
day,
anything. I
I will owe you one.
maybe trying my luck, I think. you owe me nothing. Your company is more than
Oh, thank you.
This
And
is-
you may rest here fully for as long as you wish.
I appreciate it. Thank you. You owe me no armor. Again, I fear the battle to come greatly, and my responsibility is to the people around me. And if I can take any advantage, I will take it.
Your actions are your armor. And of figurative bullshit, eh?
Thank you.
I don't know a huge amount about you, but I've been watching you for a little bit. You're obviously very powerful.
Relative to the people in the room, we have just run from a fight. To mice we may be, but to what we're facing, we are kids running around with sticks.
Well, what's the best thing to do when you get knocked to the ground?
Get back up again.
Yes. Your horse.
Altibo.
I can bring him to you. Are you sure it is what you want?
Why do you ask that?
People ask me for things all the time, and they aren't what they think they are. They think a confrontation will give them some sort of closure, and they end up with nothing but tears and disappointment.
The gods have granted me a way to bring him back. Do you think my wish would be used more wisely on something else?
I think Altibo is a valid asset. He's part of the team.
I think you will find Altibo by another means. I think the wish should be used for something.
I can do it.
But
Just
it is
click
up
of
to
my
you.
fingers.
If you feel the need to have him by your side again,
He's a part of you. He is, whether you like to admit it or not. Save him. He is one of us. I feel like devil and the angel on the shoulder, don't we?
Essentially give you anything you desire.
But you cannot change.
I cannot change you. There are rules put in place by those who are all about non-interference. I can meddle, I can dabble, but I can't change a person.
What would you want to change?
I can think of a few things like needle proving.
A full fucking religious church of Dariss in town. Like a good one. Not the shitstorm that we've got there at the moment. Because he said about worshipping stuff. That it's an idea. Throwing it out there. That's long game. Obviously Altibo, you know.
With my memories as well. I could ask for my memories.
That's a big deal.
that's a good one.
That is a very good one.
It is either your memories. It depends how pious you want to be.
My answer some questions, at least. Have an advantage of the
It may.
What do you mean?
Your gods are currently trapped wherever they are.
What, 3 Dariss? He would go on an unholy fucking murder spree.
Holy murder spree actually.
No, he would just go ham.
It is a thought.
I think that's a great thought.
It is not.
I'm
what
all
I
for
would-
it.
It is not what I would personally do, but
Do you have the power to set them free? Or is that beyond you? It's him who's meddling. You want to stay away
adjusting the
from
room.
him.
You're not doing anything to Darius. You're opening the room up.
I can try it, but what holds him in place? I'm not sure if I have the power to overcome it. However, I will tell you if I try. Trying enough is me granting your wish.
It is
It's a gamble.
your personal choice. It is just a thought that I have.
I'd say your memories. That's
Maybe a specific memory.
Can you return my memories?
I think so. I wouldn't be changing you, I would just be releasing you.
Do you know if the other Harbingers lost their memories or whether it's just me? I was in an accident of sorts.
It is safer for him for you not to know.
You understand his weakness, his vulnerabilities.
I think your memories
Please restore my memories.
Granted. When you wake, you will remember.
should you do it in your fast voice?
Roll initiative.
Remember who you are. Well, no. The thing is, we might be dealing with asshole Binger.
Absolute.
Jones does that all the time, so it's fine.
It's just
Not
another
bad.
Tuesday
Start you
night.
first, mate.
I went there so bad.
Well,
Oh dear.
I didn't go there.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you very much for your time. It's been a pleasure. It really has.
You may take your time. Enjoy. There is no rush to leave here.
You say time stays still where we currently are.
Yes. You can... I know what you're thinking. Yes, you can stay here for 8 hours. When you wake, seconds after going to sleep, you will be fully rejuvenated.
Oh, it's big, but we got a couple of people out of sync with
Permanently
us.
suspended in time.
Do you want them here?
Our physical bodies are not here.
Are our physical bodies at risk there?
You'll be asleep for 10 seconds.
Yeah, fraction of a second. Yeah, get him here.
Yes.
Granted. Just like that, the pair of you fall asleep.
We are on a time frame. I'm taking the advantage.
Gartok, you've seen it. Malmir, it's more of a shock to you.
Oh God! Everyone's fucking.
Alexi
I do not know if you've met Susan.
I have not.
Oh, delighted to meet you.
Oh yeah.
And a glory to see you again. I am very happy. Would you like to eat? Drink?
It is safe.
If you say so.
Time has stopped in our world.
I
We're
have
free.
seen right now consume a full jug of more than a jug of wine and
Oh, that was just to start with.
Wait.
Do I feel bad?
Time has stopped.
where we are. Or we are in an area where time moves faster than it does in our world.
Yeah, 10 seconds for an 8-hour rest. We can keep here and be completely safe.
I see.
I believe we are in a safe space. Tutani has been a great, gracious host. I was going to say grateful host, gracious host.
Incredibly gracious.
And the food?
The food is real. The food is rejuvenating. I was in the middle of enjoying myself, but this place is now your place. I am on a hiatus from my relentless rotting for 8 hours.
Do you have a bath? And does it work when we go back into our normal bodies? How does that
I
work?
do have a bath.
Yeah, just like a chill out area.
Would you like one?
I'd love one. It's been a
Look
sweaty
round
day.
where you didn't see one before, there is a drop plunge pool at the corner of the room behind
Dropping
the
whatever kit I got on and getting in.
There we go. Warm.
Please, Reinhold.
Ah, you've seen it before.
Use a lacy curtain at least.
At least again is the new
Tutani has aided us with 2 requests so far.
I'm gonna eat. not loads, like but just like a little amount.
How long can we stay?
I will give you 8 hours.
What about 48 hours?
You're gonna cram in 10 seconds.
Oh my god, I got these seconds.
Oh shit! Yeah, you got 3
Hello.
hours here.
How long would, if
Has he
8
got his
hours
kit?
is 10 seconds,
Would you like to
48
stay here for 48 hours?
I would like to read and rest and know that my friends are not in danger.
That would be 1 minute in real time.
That's a risk.
48 hours seems like a long time in Tutani's world. But it is Tutani's world.
Do it. Get that +2. Gonna need you like hyped up.
It's a 12.
Let us negotiate.
Wait for it.
What are you going to do for Tutani?
In 48 hours.
For
For
48.
48 hours.
Anything you want, as long as I can read.
Get the lacy curtain.
They conceal nothing.
It's like see-through. I don't know why we're trying to hide it now.
It's like watching a shadow puppet show, but the shadow puppets are fucking.
I could offer you the one thing you could not wish for.
You tickle me. Please. Entice.
A better place for your afterlife.
Sounds like a vague threat.
I am one with the Lord of Death.
Oh no.
God, the shepherd of all souls. Surely you also have a soul.
Make a religion check.
Hopefully, he'll be better at this.
Well, he is part wizard. His religion should be up. 14. You're a wizard, Malamy.
Now make a persuasion check with advantage.
Selling girls' goods. Shit in the bed.
17!
Oh, it's not bad. It's creeping up. It's not bad.
And in this afterlife, would I be held accountable for my deeds while I was alive? Was there a barrier to entry?
All things are forgiven
So,
if you allow it. If you forgive yourself.
I don't think there's anything to be forgiven, but it's other people's opinion on it. I will make a deal with you, Mr. Marmion. I accept your offer of unconditional entry into the glorious, luxurious afterlife of Tutani.
Your words.
With utter forgiveness when my end eventually comes. And for that I will give you 48 hours.
Praise God.
I will hold you to this deal.
Scar.
Yes, if you say so.
It's part of the thing. You've got to say it at least once. So we acknowledge it's the start of the book. Start of the page. Praise God. Rolls off the tongue quite well.
Yes, yes. God. Granted.
just done what they did in the 1600s of selling a ticket to heaven. It's exactly what they did.
Now got 2 days.
2 days, which I'm sure you would all squander on relentlessly circling the plug hole of potential plot ideas.
Holy shit. Is Rasvin with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 2 days passes incredibly quickly.
Yeah, for the sake.
You eat, rest, luxuriate. What?
Read.
Read, obviously. You spend every minute possible.
I will be giving Tutani a massage
Oh.
as a thank you.
Right there.
Noah?
Get me. I would like it if you got me in my smoky trail.
I will accept.
Go behind the lace curtain.
No, you're looking at this.
The 48 hours passes surprisingly quickly. And unless anybody interrupts to ask,
We're not interrupting him.
No. Yeah,
you
let
can
him
stay
read.
awake for the full 48 hours. You feel no need to sleep.
Okay.
None of you feel any need to sleep.
I will do.
You can if you want to.
I will.
Just in case. Make sure I get my abilities back.
I think lounging, napping.
On another note, do I have a map in my possession? No.
Probably will when you wake up.
We'll see.
Probably
I
start
will
drifting
be
off to sleep towards the
tempting
end.
to attune to this book,
Okay.
knowing my intelligence isn't right, but I will attempt
Unfortunately,
to.
yeah.
Do we have our gear? Are we with?
Yeah, apparently.
I'd spend some time actually cleaning and trying to repair the gear. It sounds daft, even though it
No,
probably
you've
won't
got plenty of
happen.
time to do that.
Yeah, just actually have a moment to do the basics, you know.
Got it? You got anything you want to?
Yeah, during that, I guess, 48 hours, I guess it passed quickly, but once these are all doing something, I'm going to approach him, like quietly, me being quiet, but attempt to be subtle about it and sit down next to him. I'm not a wise man.
Don't give me that.
I've learnt much from my friends. I know you have limits of what you can do. You say you can't change people. Can you give them ideas?
Well, I've not been unknown to put an idea in someone's head, although there is always a degree of resistance to this. Some people are completely immune to me changing their thoughts. Others, so strong-willed, they can push the thought away.
But an idea nevertheless.
It is possible. Although you're being coy and beating around the bush.
From what I understand of my more divine compatriots, they power their gods with thoughts, dreams, and prayers. Could you give the idea to all those who do not worship a particular god to consider worshipping Temperance?
It's a huge concept.
They don't. It's not enforcing the will. I don't want to enforce that. But some may not. And maybe if enough do, Temperance becomes a god again.
I am all about the pleasures of life, and especially since my release. When I last saw you, you were in a difficult place. You had had to kill a man. A difficult decision.
I have killed many men. Each has been difficult in its own way.
This Tony,
Oh.
difficult for you. You say you're not a wise man, but that is not true. I'm reluctant to force people to think something else.
I don't want you to force them. I just want to
I could
Give them the option.
Pamphlets.
perhaps, if I were to manifest an event that would sway people.
People have free will. Perhaps some of those people choose.
You will draw in fate.
You're not hearing this conversation.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
I'm trying.
Sorry,
to
excuse me.
I'm trying to be subtle.
Sorry,
I might not
my
be,
bad.
but I am trying to be.
No, I understand. I cannot change the minds or influence so many people. I will consider an event, maybe a manifestation which will inspire when the time is right.
That would.
Sometimes the decision we make for ourselves is more powerful than the one that is suggested by others.
I fear asking for anything for myself.
But you're entitled. You've done so much for so many people. Yes, you've killed, but how many people have you saved by killing? And those people who you killed, were they really that important in the grand scheme of things? Maybe they were meant to die the whole time, or that is what that little fate would say.
I've come to realise I was made to be twisted and broken and battered and bruised.
No.
This is my lot in life.
You were made to be strong, inspiring, a beacon. You have changed so many minds about what you are already. There are those, I'm sure, throughout your life who have treated you like a monster, some muscle-bound brute, even though I see you as glorious. How many people now think you are something different? You are not made to be broken, you are made to inspire. I will inspire on your behalf.
If you can inspire even a small portion of people to bring Temperance back, or whatever it may be, my favour to you will be repaid.
Titania will grant your wish.
Head off and leave to his business.
Eat, drink, enjoy a lady. I can make one larger if you wish.
Just a little shake of the head and walk away.
Alright.
With like the most prudish table. We're all like, that's awkward.
If it was bards, it would just be an orgy.
Yeah.
Of like,
Oh,
it would just
like,
be
in my dreams. So much
ridiculous.
food, so many men, women.
It'd just be non-stop.
I'd be smothered in lacy curtains.
Murder
Wouldn't be enough curtain.
Yeah.
Murder Squad murders. It doesn't fuck.
Yeah.
We got no game.
Yeah, we were all like, ooh, what is this?
I can't understand why your dating thing wasn't working, Dan.
I
murder, I don't fuck!
That's the opening tagline.
Praise Dariss, prepare for war. Maybe not.
No fucking.
Alright. Are we ready?
Yeah, let's wake up and see all our shit robbed.
Yeah, it's fine.
You wake in the chamber.
There's all my stuff there.
Malmir is literally, his head is just dropping as if he was nodding while reading, and it snaps up. You have had the benefit of a long rest and a hero's feast.
Oh, yeah.
What does
Oh!
What does that do?
So here, yeah, so it's.
And you have completely read that book.
Man, you are the wisest.
You are fully rested. If you needed that to go up a level or do any other shit, you
Absolutely.
have. There is a nightmare in the middle of the room, and you have a map.
Someone deal with that.
Yeah.
And I'll stop reading the map.
So the creature is cured of all diseases and poison, becomes immune to poison, being frightened, which is going to help today. Make all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Hit point maximum is also increased by 2d10 and gains a
Whoa,
saving.
right, slow this down.
Do you
So,
want to roll us
immunities?
a 2d?
So, cured of all diseases, poisons.
What is it a total?
You are immune to poison and being frightened.
17.
Okay, 1 minute, because we can add these.
We get
Immunity to
our thing is 17.
Oh, that's pretty good.
immunity to frighten.
And all wisdom saving throws with advantage.
Okay. Cool.
So, plus a 17 to
That's a hard number.
maximum.
And 17 temporary or max?
It's max. or
Max.
Max. You can heal up to it if you need to.
How long?
I've got it.
Sorry, I was still
It's
working
written.
out frightened and poisoned immunities. What was the other one?
Advantage
wisdom
on
saving throws.
wisdom saving
advantage.
throws,
Okay.
which you should be able to
Is that something you can add, is
customize.
it?
No.
Okay. And then temporary hit points.
No, maximum.
70.
17 max.
So we'll need to be reminded about the advantage in wisdom
So,
saving throws, but you can add in your immunities.
Holy shit, it's El Tebow!
Is he there? He's not there.
No, he's not. No.
Oh,
No, sorry. But what happens with you? You remember not the earliest years, but the first memories you have of being in that place with the others. Initially grateful to be plucked from off the streets, fed well, taken care of well. The master of the house, Krell Yaldron, took good care of you, trained you, taught each of you that you were born with special purpose, destined for something greater than anyone outside of these doors. Special. The most special of people, glorious, with a great destiny. Nothing would hold you back, and you would see evil wherever it was in front of you. You would trust in your destiny, in fate, the Father that would lead you, bring everything back to its one singular purpose. And these people were your friends, close to you, brothers and sisters. Krill himself was a father, but as time went on, you matured, became teenagers and young adults. He became stricter. The punishments for failure became harsher. Amongst yourselves, you agreed that these punishments were designed to make you stronger, more resilient for the hardships you would face outside this place. But you all knew you were waiting. You knew that you would fall by the wayside, one after the other, until only one would remain. But it would not be a bad fate. It was already decided. And yet, Krell could never tell you when questioned which of you would be left at the end. Why could he not say this? After all, it was fate, destiny. How could he not know? His responses were angrier. Surely you must put all your faith in fate's knowledge. It was not for you to know. But there was lingering doubt. Maybe fate didn't know everything. Maybe he didn't. The others were keen, eager to meet their destiny, knowing that they would serve a greater purpose, but you not so much. There was something else here. So you escaped. You got free. But his voice was ever with you, and you turned away from it. Turned away. You found a ship. Zara. This place filled with all the memories of him. One night on the ship, first mate came to the cabin that you had paid for. You opened it. As you did, he placed a hand upon your shoulder. You felt all of your memories washed away, realizing his face hid that of Krell. You stumbled back into the room, you sat on your bed. My harbinger. The words were the greatest comfort and filled you with purpose. You couldn't grasp what destiny you were moving towards, but you would move towards it nonetheless.
What did Krell look like? Was he elven?
Sorry?
Was Krell elven?
Was he who, sorry?
Was Krell like Fate?
No. Krell had dark hair. He was bearded. He was much older. At the time he was taking care of... The last time you saw him when you left the building, you'd say he was in his late 40s. You have not seen Krell since.
Big law drops. Big law drops.
The map.
Uh-huh.
Right where you are now. One of the star arms. Mamia, what did you do with the dagger that Fate gave you?
It's in my backpack.
Right there.
No.
Can someone remind me what it was called?
Oh yes,
Fucking
sorry.
hell.
I got it. Give me a moment, because I got so much writing to
Yeah,
do.
one sec. I can scroll up. It was.
Reskia.
Yeah, so it's WRESS.
I have a special pen here.
A special
Wait,
pen.
hold.
One that we can read.
Let me do this. Wait, where is it? Yeah.
Okay,
That's not a knife.
let's do this step by step.
I want to know where the wand is.
The wand
Ram
is in a
around.
mountain range,
Oh, we know the position of Ravaran now.
some distance
Oh,
to the
shit.
east of Wolfspine.
We know where Captain Caravan is.
That's the only one out of all of them.
Yeah,
If I could only have got one, it was going to be that one.
yeah, because we got his location. Murder Squad.
Assemble!
We've got a hit.
Okay. So, yes, it's in a mountain range to the east of Wolfspine. Some distance, but it's in the mountains.
Ooh.
So, Azarat, you know where that is?
That's right.
Zuskin,
aka Cruel Justice.
Cruel
Cruel
Justice,
Justice.
is currently in...
Maybe run this down, Ross.
Yep.
It's currently in Anglan.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, the map that it has of Anglan is weird and shifting, like the edges of it keep moving.
Yeah.
But it's singled towards a city.
The city in England,
Yes.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Kratok. This is the cannon.
This is
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Sure
yeah.
enough, Kazara.
Yeah.
Right.
Was set in the capital city. Okay.
Points, man. It's big.
Pragus Tumarin. There are two parts for this.
The tip
One
and
It's
is
the spear, I tell you.
yeah.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
is
tip is in the ocean.
one is in the ocean,
Yeah. We know where that one is.
Well, that's
and the other is in Briudor.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Fucking have it.
That's
I'm gonna
interesting.
Stab him over
Okay.
and over again.
All right.
Sorry.
This is why we're the murder squad, remember?
Curious, the staff, smack bang in the centre of the Great Ring.
Oh well. There you are.
Yeah, that sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yep.
It's probably powering it, you know.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4,
I have
5,
to ask
6,
a bit of a favour. It's like, we might need to borrow this. I wasn't asking. You know?
Have you ever looked at the birds?
Sorry.
So technically,
Excellent.
I
I
think
don't
we have two.
think we could have asked for anything better.
I know.
For our well, we could have asked for a lot more things, but
We weren't greedy.
no.
I don't know. I think it's extremely generous to give us all the locations. To be
Yes.
fair, it's. Were you feeling guilty about reversing time in the last section?
No, I felt exultant about it.
the fact that Dad allowed Malamir to rest for 48 hours
know.
was like really frightening to me.
Yeah.
Like, this is so
Going to
bad.
need this.
So
No time has passed. No time has passed for that.
Right,
it
let's giddy up and
shows-
fucking go.
It shows 2 of the items are here.
Yes, there's one there, and there's one
There.
over there. In fact, it says it's the knife. Do you have a knife or dagger
You got a
upon
shiv?
you, Malamir?
A gift from my god. It is to take fate's soul away from him.
Oh, you've got a star arm.
Ah, that's
I did not know it was such.
Beyond accusing you or questioning
Yeah, no,
you,
that's,
Malamir.
just be aware of what you've got. Use it.
It is good that we have 2 of the items already.
yes.
That saves a job.
Have you tried studying it or tuning to it? Does it talk to you? or
Try and
anything?
stab it.
It was a gift from our god. The one god we all share.
Praise God. You might need to tune to it.
I assumed I would only be able to use it once the creature was dead.
I would assume you can use it to help kill him and others.
Have you considered identifying it?
I see now this is the path of wisdom I should take.
Do you feel that that is the one for you? It was given to you by your guard, but
I think it's his right. It's his honour.
If I thought somebody else could wield it better than I.
Rasvin has killed more Thelma than Dan. Just saying, he is probably the most skilled out of all
It
of
is-
us in ships.
it is
That was
your
plain dagger.
item. It is your weapon. You are wiser than I am. You always have been. I am just grateful we have 2 already. Saves us having to travel.
Absolutely. I would use your wisdom and at least pay attention to it and identify it as a minimum. Understand its properties. Now we know its importance.
We should make a plan for which one we go for next. I know you wish to go for Betoff, but
No, I wish to go whichever's closest and then work our way systematically. We have an amazing advantage now. We also know where fucking Ravaran
that
is.
would be the Eastern Mountains or Bruador.
Well,
I want
that's
his head on a spike.
the one in the sea. I mean, which kind of sea are we talking? Are we talking like
It's a-
miles and miles away? Or
It's a few miles south of Miss Pass.
It's somewhere
Yep.
there.
Yep. It's B-Team!
touching that. Right.
They have no idea what they have.
Crassus, we need to make a U-turn for plot armour.
I wish to make another suggestion.
Who's closest according to the map?
It is possible that fate is gaining more power from the souls or the godly powers he has taken, which he manifests in his hands. If we could take away those hands,
A good start.
we could take away his power.
cruel justice.
So we go for the one which is furthest away.
And work backwards.
It presents the most advantage.
It does.
If there was only time to get one more, I would suggest it was that.
Cruel justice, then cannon.
I'm going to
Or-
cast Legend Law.
We divide our party.
I'm going to
Oh,
do it
hell no.
on this- name
No,
the staff.
no. Can't
There
do
are others
I'm
we could
curious.
take with us, form 2 groups, and go after the
Yes.
Star Arms.
What do you want to know about it?
I'm casting Legend Law,
So you want to know about it, right? Okay.
so it's up to you what
Yeah, let
We
me
can't
information
try
I may or
an
may not
object,
know.
can we? That's not how it works. You'll try first.
No, because it's an object plan.
How do you
I feel that I have no
You
desire.
just low jack on fucking Ravaran.
What's that, sir?
You've got a low jack on Ravaran. He doesn't,
Oh,
he doesn't,
yeah.
he doesn't know.
No,
We
wasn't.
just send him a message and go, "Oh, hey,
My memory.
won't get you." Who's
Like
this?
routine.
Stop prank calling me. Oh, I won't get you.
I'll with Rastvin there, I'll show Rastvin where the wand is currently located and say it might be worth scrying that area, that general area.
I can scry.
Yeah, but he can do it really well.
He can just talk through his.
Yes.
Because he's got the upgrade.
Yes. Well, I can scry.
My memories are both good and bad. There's a comfort knowing that I was always the one that strayed from the path. We were trained to
I
worship
think it's
him
250.
from a young age. We were trained to follow, to be ready for whatever fate would need us for. And we knew that only one of us would make it to the end.
Pretty sure it's 250.
But I always felt like fate maybe didn't know everything, that they were holding back, and that he was not all powerful. So I turned away from him. And Krell, the man who raised us and trained us, came back and he wiped my memories. And I was once again brought round to fate.
250, so it's 2,400.
And the comfort lies in, knowing that I never trusted him. But the frightening thing, it sounds like destiny repeating itself. Like it was always my path to be the one that went against him over and over. It happened once before and then it happened again. Maybe this is what he wanted. Maybe I am his instrument. Dariss is right. When it finally comes to facing him, this is what he's always wanted. Krell knew before anyone else. We were very young when we were taken off the streets, so he is a good source for answers.
How did Crow want your memories?
Was he a magic user?
Yes.
He was a very powerful magic user. He was a very powerful man. I didn't recognise him when he came for me.
Is he alive? Is he still walking this place?
The last thing I remember was him wiping my mind, possibly on the boat over to Mr. Ath.
There's a good chance we're probably going to face
The
it.
spear or the staff?
Staff.
What are we going to do? Are you... If he stands against us, which he, from the sounds of it, he will.
We older now, but not very old.
If he raised you, he is father of some sort. I would. But if he stands against what we're doing, we might have to make a tough decision. Or we incapacitate him somehow.
I've dealt with the misguided before. There's one path for those that won't turn away from fate. And what he did, not in training us and looking after us, but coming back for me, for wiping my memory, that was wrong. Because he was the reason I first started to doubt fate altogether.
Religion can do strange things, as we all know. Find some peace. What Titani said that you were never meant to be. That means when this is over, that might mean you as well.
Depends how it ends.
You've got to make sure that you're prepared for all that. Gar has wanted you multiple times, but this might also mean we might have to kill the Harbingers for this to end as well, potentially. I'm not suggesting, I'm just saying we've all got to die sometime.
I don't see it that way.
I hope not, for your sake.
One is meant to face him at the end.
It's just, it's coming to terms with the reality. We're all...
If we could go back and do what he wanted, prevent whatever happened, wherever it happens, then the path would be brighter. That is when the Harbingers will exist.
So that's our path.
The legend of the Star Iron, crafted by Lyon to defend mortals against enemies above and from below. From the stars it fell, whole, alive, diminished once separated. The staff, designed to end those that would escape. Thematically, the staff, I won't go into the full details of what it does, but the legend lore behind it is that if it slays a creature, that would transport to another plane or something on its death. It does not move. It stays on the current plane and it dies.
See.
Oh, that's a tasty morsel.
Did it have a special name?
That's
It's the staff.
Chris.
Yes,
That's
Yeah,
the
I
bit
thought,
bit
I thought you
before.
said
That's
Star
fine.
Iron.
Killing demons.
Yes, that's
The Star Iron is the
Oh,
material
hell
it's
yeah.
made out of.
Fucking Ravaran as well. That's like, you ain't going anywhere, bitch.
It doesn't sound like it prevents teleportation, it's just if it kills them, it stops them going to a different plane and reforming there. So,
Demonics.
think me.
Yeah.
It's
Demon.
it's designed to work on celestials and demons.
Gods.
They don't get to zoom back to where they came from.
Oh,
Flying
no.
So,
Not without the magic word.
The other important thing in there is that it says, from the stars it fell, whole, alive.
Yeah, it's a...
alive.
Yeah. It's a being. Emphasis underline in capitals. Alive.
Alive.
So, next time on
Meanwhile.
Yeah.
Into the Wilds. So,
Where do we go next?
Cruel justice, I believe, is what we're going to go for.
That's a big deal. Yes. Money's still on cannon. We need
need
an
them all.
aggressive front.
We need them all.
Yeah. Cruel justice seems like a good start.
We
I haven't
can-
been to England. It's lovely this time of year.
Yeah.
It's never lovely.
The issue is getting there.
Yeah.
Do you have a tune-in fork?
Not yet.
That's what I think Anglan sounds like.
It's what we need Burn or
Who is
one of the sisters for.
in
A lot of trouble.
dire straits at the moment.
So we need to save Burn.
Yeah,
So
She's singing. She's part of Dire Straits.
this
Yeah.
sounds bad. Could we go to Burns and find something?
Well, she said she doesn't want us to head there.
We need to go to Amman.
So rescue Burn. We need to
We
scry
do-
Burn.
We don't know that Burns, you know.
There is another way we can get to Anglan.
Blood
That
pool?
old blood pool is still in the Temple of Fate.
We
Could
might
have a
want to
nice
go
little
through that
bath.
blood pool, but there is the one below the bookshop.
Because we're leaving blood pools everywhere. Lacy curds and blood pools,
Is there
people.
a portal in that strange town?
It's going to be the YouTube title of this video.
Yeah.
There is also a portal in Wolfspawn. If we're going to Wolves, if we are going to, there is the portal in Wolfspawn.
Okay.
If
Right.
we are going to go there, then we could potentially stop on the way to Bruador and
Get
good
the-
old friend.
Yeah.
They are on the Eastern Mountains is more on the way to Wolfspawn. Grey Queen is further north.
We get to tickle Ravaran first. Isn't he just going to
We
bamf
would need
out?
to kill.
I feel those in the Great Green probably have means of traversing plains.
Yeah, probably.
Slightly. Can I ask someone to maybe scry on Burn? Just to see how
I can
fucked
try.
she is? Just she was panicked, man. Like,
I will attempt to scribe Burn. You'll have 11 minutes. Please do something else.
because I'm
Instant
smelling she's
fail.
a target.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'd have to block it.
No.
Dead.
Nope. It's not working. Indicates that she is not here.
Different plane.
I would
She
assume
fucked
so.
up with another party right now.
Oh, we
Oh,
know what's happening.
No, in
We
character
don't
we
know.
don't.
Okay, another party does. Okay, alright.
I don't believe she is here.
Right. I'm going to draw us to a close
Yeah, I think
around
I
here because we're again we're looking
Yeah,
at ideas.
it's-
There's lots to absorb.
So trying to give you a steer for the next session. That's all.
Oh, I'm fine. I've got all this ready.
Yeah. Cool.
No, we've learned a hell of a lot.
Did we get any XP? We got lots of XP
I'm going
last
to roll
time.
XP into the next thing.
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah, 'cause we got the XP last time anyway. So
All right. So I'm going to close it there.
no.
If you
thank
guys haven't woken up in that chamber still, got all this information to absorb. Rasvin has really been taking it all on board, not commenting a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Being
Darren's
a silent
got lots to say.
protagonist in the back.
Bye, Tom.
So thank you everyone. Yeah, bye Tom.
Yeah.